All right. Oh, I'm not ready. Hello? 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 Hold on. Testing. Can everybody hear me? Hello. Uh, welcome to your, what's it called? What does he say? Welcome to your new summer job at the new and improved Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. I jump scared you. I was in a different tab. Oh, wait. All right. Wait, why is that not showing up on my chat? Robbie, thank you for becoming a member. Why is that not showing up on my chat? That kind of scares me. Why is it not? Oh my gosh. Okay. If something, why? Why is that the case? Usually, if somebody becomes a member or something, it'll show up in my chat. And that one didn't. And now I'm like, "Oh no, I'm going to miss some. Oh no." It was, yes, it was on screen. Oh, I'm sorry. It was on screen. Like I saw it on screen, but usually I can also see it in my multi chat. So like I have double so that like if it disappears, I can't really see it anymore. Hold on. Okay, I saw that one from Twitch. Thank you, Bandriz. Bandriz for the sub. No start of stream kitty today. Um I mean, I guess I could go try and find some cat. Not some cat, one of my cats. I could, but I don't know if any of them are available. They're by appointment only, so how are you doing with the wedding? I remember you disappeared for that event. It was great. The wedding was great. As to anybody that is confused, it was not my wedding. We can stop with the rumors. All right. It was not my wedding. It was my close friend's wedding. Hey Chuck. Hello all my usuals. I forgot to say hi to everybody. Hello everybody. Welcome. Yeah, it was not my wedding. Everybody can stop with the allegations. Is that the right word? The speculations. um I did my own hair and makeup. And I did wear a bridesmaid's dress, yes. It was very small. It was probably the smallest wedding I've ever been to, which I personally like. There was probably like less than 50 people there. And it was also the quickest wedding I've ever been to. My friend though, she's kind of like that where she's not like a I'm kind of like that too. She's not like a huge party like social person. And so I think it was perfect, honestly. It was very cute. I know small weddings, that's where it's at. I agree. Jay Coops, you want me to host a wedding for my Leon and Aiden androids and make them kiss? So I may have already done that. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I mean, that's quite the idea. That is quite the idea. Can we see a picture of your bridesmaid get up? I don't have a picture. I don't take pictures. And also no, you wouldn't be able to. That is, I don't know. Not that I thought I looked bad or anything. I'd be like, no. No, I really don't have a picture though. And I don't think like the official wedding photos are even out yet. Here we don't have small weddings. What do you mean? You only have big weddings? India is known for large weddings. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh, 300 people? I think I would have a panic attack. That is too much. Was this supposed to be a Silent Hill stream? Did I say that this was going to be a Silent Hill stream? Because I can't remember. Okay, I might have said that in the last stream that this was going to be. Hey, I think I said, technically, I think I said it was going to be a Silent Hill or Skyrim stream. Kind of, yes? Okay, yeah, I did. I probably did. But listen, no, listen. I might have, that was my intention, but I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for it, okay? Little Chase, thank you for the sub, for the resub. Thank you. I think that, and I do mean it this time. Like, this time I was just like, I'm not in the mood for a horror game. Like, I can't, that's gonna be so stressful. I can't do it. And so next time, later this week, I do plan, I plan on it. I plan on streaming, oh my gosh, what's today? It's Tuesday. I plan on streaming either Thursday night or Friday night, and I want to do either the prison for Silent Hill 2 Remake, which remember, you guys have to help me with. Right? That's basically like a co-op stream. You guys are going to be helping me the whole time. Yeah, I know I can't promise anything. I know. Rivaldo, why do you keep changing your profile picture? I feel like you had 5 different profile pictures every time I look at your name. I know so I want it. Hey, you didn't let me finish. Guys, let me finish. Don't interrupt me. Should I do Silent Hill 2? Should we do the prison stream? Or should I attempt to do RE2 Remake Claire B this week? Should I do RE? Because that one's going to be a longer one. Because I want to finish the whole thing on stream. Should I do that or should I get the prison over with? Prison? Claire B? Silent Hill? Come on, guys. I need feedback. Which one? Which one? I mean, they're both going to happen regardless, but which one do you want first? Silent Hill? Stardew Valley? Bro, that's not an option right now. I'm sorry. Silent Hill. Claire B. Don't evade your responsibilities. Silent Valley. Silent Hill's great. Okay. I think that everybody wants the co-op prison stream. From what I can see. So that means that I will plan on doing the Silent Hill 2 prison stream this Thursday or Friday. Guys, if I do that, we are finishing. I am not going through the prison. I'm not doing 3 separate streams for the prison like I did for the hospital. I can't handle it. I will do one stream and we are getting through the prison whether I like it or not. If I think about quitting, you guys have to make fun of me and you guys have to be like, no. You guys have to tell me no. I have to get through the prison in one stream. And I know it's possible. I know I can do it. I'm just going to have to dig into my inner speedrunner if there is one in there. Mickey. Prison stream sounds wild out of context. Hi, Laura. Yes, you guys yeah, you're gonna make fun of me regardless. I know that. I'm expecting that. But like, you have to keep me here. Okay? Because I will want to run away. I have to finish it. I have to. Did I have another point to that? We'll plan on that this week. And you guys have to help me. And you guys can't let me quit. You guys cannot let me quit. It'll be your fault if I do not finish the prison in one stream. I hope you guys are like willing to accept that responsibility. It will not be on me. It will be on you guys. How are we supposed to keep you here? I don't, you have to motivate me. You have to be like, no, do not leave. You can do this. I mean, Maybe that's asking too much. Maybe that's asking too much from chat to be supportive. No, we'll figure it out. Locked in a closet till I beat the prison. Yeah. Should I have Haji lock me in here? Haji, can you not let me leave my room next stream? No, don't let me. No, that's dangerous. Don't let me leave the closet. I have too much free reign in my room. Have Haji periodically jump scare you with knocks on the door? No. That's not going to motivate me. That's going to make me want to end the stream early because I'll get scared in the game and outside of the game. I'm sorry. That's not a good strategy. Oh gosh. Erica Tinga, hello. Erica Tinga. Lock the closet. All right, is that what I'm doing? Okay, but what if I get overheated in the closet? We can't have that. Nope. No locking the closet. I can just lock in. I will not end the stream until I escape prison. Riku, I yap a lot. This is a yapping stream. What do you want me to do? You want me to sit here like this? That is the official title of this stream, is the prison procrastination stream. Should I change the title to that? People would be so confused. Let's all play the silent game. Apparently people don't want to hear me yap on a specifically yapping stream, so I will just sit here and blink at you. What was that? What was that comment? Yeah, what was that comment? Yeah, you triggered the mods. Oh my gosh. Oh, hello, Jurassic Sap. Hello. Beats her breaking all the OBS settings. Listen. No, I don't have anything to say to that. I would just break everything. My face looks easy to draw. My face looks easy to... I don't know if I've ever received a comment like that before. Oh, your face looks easy to draw. If I were to go up to a coworker and be like, "Oh, your face looks easy to draw," is that an insult or is that a compliment? Oh, I guess it depends. What's the tone here? Because I could go up to somebody and be like, "Oh, your face looks easy to draw," or I could be like, "Your face looks easy to draw." What does that mean? I don't think that's good. I don't even know if it's a compliment. Feels like an insult. Yeah, it might be in between. I don't really know. It means you look simple. I guess so. I have a basic face. Okay, yeah, sure. Do I play Fortnite? No. Have I played Fortnite before? Yes. Not for very long. But, like, do I play Fortnite? No. No. Nothing against, well, yeah, I don't really like Fortnite. You take it as a compliment? All right. Would you rather your face be hard to draw? That's the question. Okay, so somebody, if I go up to somebody at work and I'm like, oh, your face would be hard to draw. I feel like both of them could be an insult or a compliment. Are you afraid of being called Irish? What an odd question. I am kind of Irish. So no, I'm not afraid. Maybe just don't draw people's faces. Hey, people can draw people's faces if they want to, Rivaldo. I don't see the problem with that. I think it's a compliment that sounds like a little like an insult, and then you have to go like, because it's nice and symmetrical, I meant. Yeah. Yeah, it does like borderline sound like you would have to clarify. You're Haji. We're both somewhat Irish. You know this. Stop trying to gaslight me and the chat. Just getting in, is this the Fortnite Lovers Club? I no. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Don't worry, someone once said I look like Steve Martin and I see it. Wait, what? Wait, who? Wait, am I? Who is that? Excuse me? Oh, okay, I know who he is. I just didn't know him off the top of my head. I do not see that. Who said that to you? Was that a comment? Okay, it's never, you never want to be told as a girl that you look like a guy. Even if it's like a good looking guy. People will be like if somebody says, oh, you look like, oh, you look like your dad. It's like, we don't want to hear that. It could be true. It could be something in like the face shape or the eyes or something, but it's like no girl ever wants to be told like, hey, you look like your dad. Hey, you look like this guy. Like, excuse me? Steve Martin is a cool dude though. I mean, he can be a cool dude, but I don't think I don't think you look like him. That's wait, someone in school said that? Somebody in school like just said that to you randomly? Like, oh, that's so random. That's so weird. That's crazy. They were on something. Not that he's like a bad looking dude or anything. I'm just like, that's crazy to me. Yeah, I feel like he could be my dad for real. I don't know. I don't know if I see it. Who would you like to look like? A girl. I don't know. Like, I don't know how to answer that. It's always the school kids. What an era. School kids, classmates can be pretty ruthless. Yeah. They are a different breed. Put kids in a school and they become monsters. Little monsters. The little nightmares. Dad hater. Hey, I love my dad so much, but no girl wants to be told that she looks like a man. Like, I understand in like the, oh, you guys are related, like you look like that, but when you first hear it, you're like, oh, like it makes sense, but at the same time, you're like, a man, no, your dad, sure, but my dad is a man, so therefore I don't want to look like a man. No, listen, I understand because he's my dad. We're related. Like, I'm gonna have certain, like, features that resemble him. But I'm just saying, when somebody right off the bat is like, you look like your dad, it's kind of like, in what way? Hadji, nobody said that to you. Show a pic of your dad so we can compare? No. 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 What if I said your dad? What if I said your dad looks like you? Less, more, or neutrally offensive? If you go up to a dad and you're like, you look like your daughter. That's weird. That's weird to me. Like, it's just, like, it could be totally innocent, but it's like, you're saying that this grown man looks like a girl. That's what you sound like. Yeah, like, doesn't that just, like, it could be totally cute and innocent, but it just sounds weird. Frenzied Flame Knight, thank you so much for the super chat. Oh my gosh. You always give me super chats. Bro. Yap stream hype. Anyways, thoughts on the recent RE trailer? Have a nice stream, Mick. Thank you. I don't... Is this actually your closet? Yes, it's actually my closet. Those are my clothes. The RE movie trailer, I haven't watched the full thing. I've seen clips of it. Sorry, I'm like away from the microphone. I have seen clips of it, but I don't really know how interested I am in it. I'm kind of just like, why does it exist? To be completely honest with you. Like, it could be really good. I could change my mind, but like, I don't... Why is my... Looks like I dropped something on my face. I must have hit my face. It could be good. I don't know, but I'm just kind of like, why? Didn't know a trailer was out for it. I think it just came out. How do you see just clips of a 2-minute video? I was watching a YouTube video and they were talking about it and they were showing some clips. So that's how I haven't like sat down and officially watched the trailer with its audio and stuff. It's irrelevant from the games too. Yeah, it's like a completely, like, it's Resident Evil in name only is what I'm gathering from it. And it's like, why would you do that? Like, I don't, like, it could be good. It could, in some off chance, it could be just a good movie, but like, why is it called Resident Evil? I don't get why we can't have an honest adaptation of the games. Why are these game adaptations so embarrassed by the source? That's kind of, like, out of all of the games out there, I feel like Resident Evil, like, I know they already have a series of movies, but nobody really takes those seriously. I feel like that would be one of the easiest ones to do in live action. If you wanted to do a live action adaptation, that would be one of the easiest ones, I feel like. And they haven't been successful with it. Maybe just the right person hasn't come along yet. Because I think that it could be good. I think it technically could be. Not that I'm not like itching for a live action, like adaptation or show or movie. But there is a scenario where there could be a really good one. There is. They're just using the Resident Evil name to make more movies because they know they will get eyeballs. Yeah, they do know. Yeah, they do know that they'll get attention. I mean, yeah, it's Resident Evil in name only. They know that that name is going to draw people in, even if it has nothing to do with the games. And I just don't like that. That Netflix Resident Evil series was a curse. I've only seen clips of that, and I cannot believe that was ever made. It looks like the most low budget, like, awfully produced show I've ever seen. Like, the acting in it was atrocious. That's because if you adapted the same story, it would be boring. I don't necessarily think so. And honestly, with a movie, you have certain creative like freedom. Like you can make it somewhat the same, but like tweak it so that it makes a little bit more sense in a movie format. Because sometimes when you're taking a game and you're transferring it into like the movie format, sometimes things about the story and maybe the characters and like the pacing don't make sense. So you have to tweak it a little bit. I think that it could be done really well. I just don't think like nobody has taken on that project. Nobody has brought it justice. And I don't think it needs to happen. I'm not here like, oh my gosh, they have to do a live action Resident Evil adaptation. I'm waiting for it. Like, I don't think it has to exist. I'm just saying there could be a really good one if the right people were involved. You know? Like, it's not like they're doing a freaking live action Zelda. Like, that is way more outlandish to me. And they're trying to make that work. And I feel like Resident Evil would work so much better in the live action format. We already have so many like live action zombie movies and shows that have done it well. And it's like, not that Resident Evil is only about zombies, but like that kind of genre. And I feel like it could work. I would like to watch the old Resident Evil movies though. Even if they're bad. I've heard they're bad, but I would still like to the live action ones, as well as the CGI ones, obviously, but I'd like to watch them eventually. At least the live action movies are not canon, yeah. I think a lot of people are with you on that. They're glad that they're not canon. It's tricky to make a good adaptation. Yeah, it is. It requires a team of people that they're passionate about it, and not just passionate, but they treat the source material with respect. They don't want just a shallow like cash grab title, like whatever. It has to be the right people. It does. For any kind of adaptation. The director has had some wicked movies, so I'm hopeful. I mean, it could be good. It could be a good movie, but I don't know if it's going to necessarily be a good Resident Evil movie. I just don't understand. Like why is it called Resident Evil? The problem is we don't play RE for the story, maybe for the characters, but they have been ignored in every adaptation. Yeah, and that's the thing, is if you were to put it in a movie format, you could make the story a little bit more interesting without completely overhauling it. You know, like it doesn't have to be something completely different. Like you just have to take it from the game format and tweak it a bit and make it so that it makes sense pacing wise and story wise in movie form. I don't know. I'm cautiously optimistic. Yeah, it's fine to be. I think, well, I was gonna say I think a lot of people are, but then again, I've seen a lot of people be like, "What is this?" I'm more of on like what is this kind of side for the new RE movie. Yeah, the RE story is like the weakest part of the games. Yeah, it's definitely not known for having like none of the games are known for its like amazing stories. People mostly love the gameplay and the characters and you know. But there's stuff there. There are remnants of stories in the RE games that can make sense in a movie format. Is what I'm trying to say. You can make it interesting. It doesn't have to be a complete overhaul of any of the stories. You just have to make it be interesting, make it make sense. The potential that RE has for movie adaptations is insane. They can make something really good if they really want it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it boggles my mind that they're trying to make, like they would make a frickin' One Piece live action adaptation, which is absolutely crazy to me, before they would make like a good RE adaptation. They're trying to make live action adaptations of things that are way more outlandish than RE. But nobody has come along. Nobody has wanted to tackle that project yet. If ever. We don't know. I will not tolerate any RE stories slander. Listen. We love Resident Evil. But the stories, like the quality of the stories are not what these games are known for. And it's fine to admit that they're a little bit goofy. Some of them are really good. But like some of them are a little bit goofy, a little bit like what's going on? That's okay. We still love them. You know what I mean? One game that could never work as live action is Final Fantasy VII. Only an anime could work. I literally, if they ever announced like a live action, any kind of live action Final Fantasy, it could be any of the games, I would boycott that. I'd be like, nope, nope. There is no, I do not see a single universe where a Final Fantasy, that's way too outlandish, where a live action Final Fantasy would work. I would be like, whoever's making that is on something. They're smoking something. I don't know. Resident Evil is unapologetically B tier stories. They intentionally lean into it, and that's fine. Yeah, it does seem like that. Yeah. I'm pretty sure Nomura will never allow it to happen. I hope not. I hope not. All the games take place in a single night, so it's very doable to make a movie from it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, there are so many possibilities with an RE movie, or even an RE series. A series makes me a little bit more nervous because I wouldn't want Netflix taking it up again. Because the awful one was Netflix, right? Yeah. No, I wouldn't want them taking it. So, like, I think a movie would be better. Possibility of, like, a movie series. Bye, Sadis Sparta. Thank you for joining. Does no one know of the FF anime? You mean, what's it called? The FF7 one? Is it called The Last Order? Isn't that the one that totally retconned everything? Yeah, it's called Last Order. It's 25 minutes long. The animation in that looks cool, but I feel like they retconned some stuff. And they said it wasn't canon. Unless you're talking about something different. If you're talking about a different Final Fantasy anime, then I'm not sure if I know what you're talking about. Wait, isn't there an FF15 anime? Wait. Brotherhood. 5-episode original net animation series. Okay. Yeah, I do remember seeing something about that. Are there any other ones? If Zelda works in live action, then FF could also work in live action? No. No. And I don't think Zelda will work completely in live action, so. A movie based on RE7 would be good, I think. I think so too. Actually, yeah, that one. I think that one has the potential to be the most, like. If they did a movie directly based off of RE7, that one has the most potential as a horror movie, as opposed to like a more action based one. Faux show. Nintendo really had the easiest layup with getting Ghibli to make a Zelda movie, and they blew it. They really had the easiest layup? What do you mean? I can't really picture that. I guess I did see something about how someone at Nintendo was close with was it Miyamoto? Was he ever close with Miyazaki? There was probably an opportunity of that back then, but there's no way in heck now, ever, that would ever happen. I mean, Dune is like a Final Fantasy movie. It's not, though. Wait, I think I've only seen the second Dune movie. But it's not, though. Mushashi? Mushashi? Rivaldo? In terms of visuals? Just visuals? No, I don't see it. I don't see it. It's honestly, the thing about Final Fantasy is the character designs for me. Are you talking just like background visuals? Because I cannot imagine a lot of the characters with their hair and their outfits and their weapons in a live action format that doesn't just look like straight up cosplay. Your favorite Studio Ghibli film is the same as mine, Whisper of the Heart. I love Whisper of the Heart. Oh. Yeah, that one is... I could watch that movie any day. I love it. That's one of my top favorite movies of all time. Ryan Gosling as Cloud. Like, what kind of actors would they get to play the Final Fantasy characters? You know, with Resident Evil, the thing is, all of the characters are realistic looking in the sense that they're based off of real life. Like, they're based off of somebody's real face. They're based off of real people. But Final Fantasy characters are this, like, hyper perfect, like, they don't have face models. Like, they don't have, like, they're all perfect, not like... Is it ethereal looking? Like, they're just... I don't think they would translate to live action well at all. You know what I mean? Like, their style, it just wouldn't work. Like, who would you find that would actually be, like, a believable... Literally insert any Final Fantasy name here. They look very anime. Yes. The thought of a live action Final Fantasy, no thanks. Exactly. Like, nothing about that... No. Nothing about... I would boycott it. I would be like at the front of that boycott. I'd be like, no. Cancel this movie. Cancel it right now. Put that energy into something else. It's just so, like, the live action stuff. It can only work with certain things. And we don't really need, like, more adaptations. Like, make something new. I don't know why all of a sudden my face is like red right here. Looks like I got hit with a pencil or something. You would still watch it? I don't believe you. I don't think I would, honestly. I'd be like, no. Why would I waste my time? There are some wild casting ideas in this chat right now. Some of the FF games like FF Tactics or FF12 might work okay as a movie or show, but agreed with the other ones in the series. I do generally think I'd rather they just stay away from live action adaptation altogether, though. Yeah. Like, there might be some... I still wouldn't want to see it. There's probably some that would work better than others, but even the ones that would work better than the others, I'm still like, why would you do that? Can we not? Go ruin something else. Like, don't touch Final Fantasy. What's my favorite RE game? I mean, I love RE2 Remake, but, like, I haven't finished Claire's Route, so I can't say, like, where that one ranks. I do love RE4 Remake a lot, and I do love RE9. It's probably between those two. But, like, to be fair, I haven't played a lot yet. Like, I haven't really played much of the old ones. Roboin, thank you for the resub. Yeah, so I haven't played any of the older ones. I still have a ways to go. Vivi has an illustrated book coming out this month. I did see something about that. I saw like a random announcement on Facebook about that. I didn't know if it was legit or not. Turn-based FF17 or real-time action? Are you asking me like what I think? I hope they that's kind of tricky. I haven't played FF16, but I've heard that a lot of people did not like the change to a more action-oriented combat. So I don't think they'll do that again. And I think they do need to kind of stick to their roots for Final Fantasy, to be honest. It's a good action game, bad Final Fantasy game. I've seen that take a lot. I have. 7 Remakes combat was perfect. Why did they not use that? It's crazy. I know, like, even a hybrid or, like, just a slightly different version of that. I feel like people love that combat, and it's so fun. Like, it's such a perfect hybrid. I think they should continue with that, but just change it up enough for each game to make it fun and fresh and still interesting, you know? Yeah, Rebirths is even better. It's just an upgraded version of Remakes. I have no idea what they're going to do for part 3. Just add more amazing stuff. Nameless, thank you for the resub. Sid in 16 was the best Sid. I'm partial to the voice actor, though. I don't know if I know what the Sid in Final Fantasy 16 looks like. Oh, I did. I recognize him. Nice. Yeah, I don't know anything about him. I can't say yet. I haven't played it. I have it. I have the physical copy, but I have not played it yet. Hello, Juan. Another 4-hour Yap Fest. I don't know if this one will be 4 hours, but yes, another Yap Fest. Fingers, thank you for the 100 bits. Hope a... Oh my gosh, sometimes Roman numerals do not compute with my brain. FF8 remake? Yeah. I never liked the OG, but I think it has potential to be good after a remake. Because FF8... Wait, let me make sure that you said FF8. That's 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. That would be so embarrassing if I was talking about the wrong one this whole time. I would be the most excited for that because I do think that there could be some things... No, it doesn't... Listen, it doesn't need a remake. I'm not saying that. But I would like to see, like, what they make of it. I'd like to see what changes they make. And also, I think that it would also give them the opportunity to expand on the story more because FF8 has, like, a notoriously, like, chopped up, unfinished story. Like, the development, they had to cut a bunch of stuff out. And you can kind of tell when you play that game. And so I feel like them being able to revisit that and have this remake where they can, like, reintroduce some stuff. I don't know. Like, I think that that could be really good. FF8 needs a full remake. Revamp the junction system because it's trash. Okay, yeah. I don't like the junction system. So I would be interested to see what their modern twist on the junction system would be. Like, if they would make another hybrid, kind of like FF7 remakes system, but, like, including the junction still. I don't think they should just get rid of it completely. I just think they need to make it, like... I don't know. I'd like to see what they come up with. You know? I don't know. But yeah, as much as I don't love the junction system, I I don't think it need like I don't think any game needs a remake. I'm just going to say that. I think that if it's done well and they respect the source material, like it's a welcome addition, but I don't think there are any games where I'm like this is horrible, it needs a remake. I don't know. FF8 is my favorite after FF6 or 3, depending which version you're playing. After FF6 or 3, depending on which version you're playing? What do you mean by that? Depending on which... oh, you mean like... You mean like Pixel Remaster versus the original? For those? When I was playing through Rebirth, I kept thinking, I cannot believe this game exists. Yeah. Rebirth is good. I'm so excited. I think that we are going to get an announcement for part 3 sometime this summer. I think it's happening. Speaking of Final Fantasy, I put aside Resident Evil 4, the OG. I haven't played it in like 2 weeks. I've been locked in on Final Fantasy 3, and I don't want to say that. It has the potential to be one of my least favorites so far. It's so grindy. It's such a grindy Final Fantasy. I feel like all I'm doing is just grinding and trying to level up in that game to get past like the difficult sections. Like, I feel like it's different from the first two. I felt like the first two, I wasn't losing my mind. Like, I had to grind a little bit here and there, but it wasn't ever to the point where I was like, oh my gosh. Like, I didn't have to spend that much time on it, and for some reason in Final Fantasy 3, it's like all I'm doing. It's all I'm doing. I'm making fun of Mickey because she just said she doesn't think any games need remakes, yet her favorite games are all remakes. That's not true. Not all of my favorite games are remakes. I have a lot of favorite games that happen to be remakes, but that doesn't mean that I think they need to keep remaking everything. I just don't think that that's a good idea. Like, well done remakes are welcome, and I love them. But I don't think everything just needs to be remade, and that's what the gaming industry should just be from now on. I think that's not good. Like, I don't want that. The first 6 Final Fantasies are all a very big upgrade from game to game. I feel like I downgraded. I feel like I don't know. Like, I just don't like Final Fantasy 3 that much. There are certain things that I do like about it, like certain little things that I can think, but overall my impression of it is like, can it just be over? I think his name is Zand. Like I thought it was the final boss. And I was so happy I finally defeated him. And then it was like, nope, actually you have to go to this final dungeon and you have to defeat 4 more mini bosses and then the final really difficult boss. And I was like, and so I was grinding like crazy to be high enough level, like to be at a high enough level to even go through that area. I thought that I had gotten myself trapped because there is like the final dungeon in the game. Oh my gosh, I was so stressed out. The final dungeon in the game, there's no going back from that. Like once you're in that dungeon, you can't leave. And I didn't save. I didn't know that, like I didn't think about that, and so I didn't save right before. And so I went in and I realized that I was missing some crucial things, and I just kept dying in random encounters. I was completely underleveled. And I like looked back at my saves, and the last save that I had was 15 hours prior. And I was like, I'm going to have to go back. 15, like that doesn't sound like a lot, but for this game it's a lot. And I was like, no. If I have to do that, I'm taking a break from this game. Luckily, for some reason, when I was going through that, I rage quit. I was like, nope, I'm not doing that. I'm putting this game away for the night. But then I went back the next day, and I must have done a quick save because I did find a save file that was right before the final area, and I was like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Like, I must have at one point. It was weird that I didn't see it prior to that. But everything's fine. I wasn't trapped in the final dungeon. How does anyone go 15 hours without... No. I didn't go 15 hours without saving. I was using the same save slot, and so I was overwriting the same save slot with, like, updated saves, and at one point I must have accidentally done a second save. And so that one was, like, the only one that I could see at the time that was outside of the final dungeon. And so I literally thought I was trapped. But the quick save, I think I must have done it at some point, and I think it saved me. Or unless it was an autosave, but I don't think it was an autosave. It is impossible to play them unless on 2x speed. That's probably the best quality of life update for me. Honestly, I'm just like these. If I don't have it on 2x speed, I'm like, this is too slow. I can't handle it. Like, I don't. Maybe if I had grown up with those kinds of games and I was used to that pace, I just feel like if there was not the speed up button, I would go a little bit crazy. I'd go a little bit insane. TikTok brain. That's not TikTok brain. Shut up. Shut up. Speed increase ruins the pacing of almost every game. Not for the old Final Fantasy games. I completely disagree. I think those are such... Like, they're so slow. IQ, thank you for the super chat. Oh my word. Thank you. That's very sweet of you. It's not TikTok brain. The animation is slow at 15 FPS. Everything is so slow. Everything is... Chuck, are you telling me... You said you played the first Final Fantasy, right? Are you telling me that you did not use the speed up feature even once? Is that what you're telling me right now? It's part of the experience. It's too slow. It's too slow. Okay, call it my modern gamer brain. It's too slow. I would go insane. I use the speed up feature. Yeah, exactly. So you really can't talk. You really can't talk, can you? Everyone does, but I feel bad. You say, wait, you're saying you feel bad about using the speed up feature? Wait. Welcome to the wonderful world of JRPGs from 30 years ago. The games are fun. I just need them. I need them to be like a little faster. Like walking around the world. That's the thing, is I'm thinking if you didn't have what the Pixel remasters have, if you didn't have the speed up option and like the possibility of, or the feature of skipping certain battles, like you can turn off automatic battles, I'm like, it would take forever playing the original without those, like trying to get from one area to another, especially if you're lost. Like you would just get interrupted constantly and you would be going like the speed of a snail. Like, I don't know if I'd be able to play the originals. I'm too modern, smooth gamer brain. Is Hadji Mickey's sister? Soup, where have you been? Yeah, Hadji is my little sister. I use the turn off random encounter option so much in Final Fantasy 1 and 2. Yeah, it's... Once you start, there's no going back. You're like, this is so nice. I can actually go from one area to another without it taking 30 minutes. Even if you run away from all the battles, it's like, which, you know, like, why would you? You might as well just kill everything so you can level up. But it's like, you just get interrupted constantly. It's just constant. Nobody filled me in on the lore. I'm sorry, Soup. Well, here's Hadji. Wait, is Hadji still in here? Hadji? I think she is. Why do you look like a protagonist's girlfriend? Why do I look like a protagonist? Why do I look like a protagonist's girlfriend, or why do I look like a protagonist's girlfriend? Like a protagonist that is a girlfriend that happens to be a girlfriend, or why do I look like a protagonist's girlfriend? What does that even mean? What is that? I'm so, like, what? Fave FF Summon. Oh, thank you, Papa Bear Sensei. Thank you for the super chat. Fave FF Summon, and from which game? Well, like, a lot of them overlap. Like, a lot of the summons... Oh, well, that's not true, because the first ones, like in Final Fantasy III, they have different names. Some of them have different names. I always liked Shiva. I always give Shiva to Tifa. I just feel like, and I always give Tifa my ice materia. I just always make her like the little blizzard girl. I don't know why. But I always thought Bahamut was the coolest one. I think I tried to give that to Cloud whenever I could. I'm trying to think of the other... In FF8, I'm trying to think of the summons. Or, like, maybe a lot of them are kind of the same, but they have different names. Wait. Because, okay, wait, in FF8, they're summons, but they're called GFs or something. And then FF9, I'm, like, totally blanking. I don't know if I remember any of the summons, unless they're just all the same. They do, some of them do look different. Oh, that one's so cute. Right now I can only think of FF7 ones, maybe because I'm the most familiar with those. What is the name of this one? Why is it not telling me the name? I also like Leviathan. I feel like that summon is in a lot of the games. Gosh, I'm not caught up to date on all my FF summons. Like, at all. Like, I remember them. Oh, but then... Well, I haven't gotten that far in FF10, to be fair. Because I was trying to remember... the main summon that Yuna has. Maybe I had two? I can't remember. I can't remember all the summons. There's too many. There's too many. Diabolos? Oh, I do remember him. Fat Chocobo. Oh my gosh, there's so many good ones. Siren. Maybe I was confusing that one with Shiva. I don't remember. Haji simping for Shrek again? Who are you talking to, Haji? Oh gosh. Ifrit. Yeah, I like Ifrit. Ifrit's fine. Which FF would you recommend next to someone who's only played the 7 remakes? Well, have you played the original 7? Because I feel like that makes sense. Honestly, I always hear people recommend FF10. I haven't finished FF10, but I feel like that's always a good one to recommend. FF8 is a little weird. Like, I love FF8, but it is kind of weird and it takes some adjusting. People rave about FF9 as well. Any of those, honestly. Or if you ever feel like trying the Pixel remasters, I would just try from one. I would just try one right off the bat, the first Final Fantasy, and see if you actually like the older style of the games, because that'll just give you like a view into like what the older Final Fantasy games are like. And if you don't like that one, I don't know if it would be worth playing any of the other ones, because they're very different from like the modern ones. Kingdom Hearts is the best FF game. Really? Sorry, I have this tickle in my throat. I'm still kind of sick. I don't know if you can tell. I mean, I'm coughing a little bit. I don't have as much gunk, but I'm still like my throat. I'm just in like the dry throat stage. Good evening. I've discovered your content a few days ago. Greetings from Brazil. Welcome, Matthewsian? Sorry, I don't know how to say your name, but welcome. Welcome. I am in the closet. This is my closet. Those are my clothes. This is the wall. These are the walls. I have a door right here. Maybe you should try getting better. Soup, what are you referring to? Oh, my sickness? Maybe you should try. I was like, what are you making fun of me for now? Bro, I just have to let it pass. I'm sick. Like, what can I do about it? My mom's sickness, it's been more than 2 weeks, and she still has that, like, dry throat, like, tickle. Like, she's still getting over it. I don't know what kind of plague has come upon our household, but it's crazy. It's like the longest cold ever. Closet gamer. That's me. It's my closet. I do live in a cube. Well, this is not a cube, actually. This is like a rectangular prism? Is that what you would call it? I live in a rectangle. I've got Elpis. Yeah. Woe is me. It's not going away, I guess. Maybe eventually. You haven't been biting your clown mouth much today? Excuse me, sir? What did you just say to me? I haven't been biting my clown mouth. I actually have been biting my lips a lot. Wedding stressed me out. I was like, yeah. Elpis is good. Yeah. Elpis was not. Wait. I think somebody got it wrong. Elpis was good. What's the infection called? Elpis would cure me. It was a T-virus infection. Yeah, Elpis is a cure. I totally read that and I was like, yep, I just have Elpis. I was just like, yep, that makes sense. I knew what he meant. I knew what you meant. Bye, Jurassic Sap. Thank you for joining. Good night. Sleep tight. Have you ever thought the reason you bite your lips is because you're hungry for pepperoni? I used to eat pepperoni as a kid. But no, I would not say that that is why I bite my lips. I'm not thinking like, ooh, I really want some pepperoni right now. Like, that's not... What are you talking about, Rivaldo? Any excuse to bring up the fact that I'm a vegetarian. Like, I don't know what your obsession is with that, but like, whatever. I swear, sometimes you guys say some of the most wacky stuff. I know they do. I know. YouTube chat is just... Ugh. I don't even know. It's 4 a.m. here? Should I sleep? I mean, if you want to, that's crazy. I don't know if I could stay up until 4 a.m. You never know what Rivaldo's gonna say next. Yeah, I don't even know how to deal with him. I'm just like, Whatever. Laura collab when? Okay, so the problem with the Laura collab is that we need to figure out how to actually collab. So we need to figure out how to make our setups work and how to actually like dual stream or something. I don't even know how it works. It's gonna take some time, probably, especially with me because I suck at that stuff. So like it'll happen, but I just don't know when. I can't like promise anything soon. I'm nothing without the YouTube chat. Chuck, you're getting a little bit cocky. Just like a little. How I'm gonna time you out if you start getting too cocky. So just like knock it off. You know what I mean? True, LL, and then there's the time zone yes, there's also the time zone problem, which if we just do a designated day like that, we can figure out a time. I'm mainly just worried about like the actual setup. Mick exposed. What do you mean? What do you mean? What did I just expose that you didn't already know? When did Rivaldo become McLovin? What do you mean? What do you mean? Look what Hadji said. She ate bacon a few years ago. That was not a few years ago. That was years ago, Hadji. Thanks a lot. I had one piece of bacon on a camping trip. I was probably like 17? I feel like we were pretty young, Hadji. It was not a few years ago. Whatever. Fake vegan? Well, I'm not a vegan, so I didn't break any rules there. I was like, that was not 20... Okay, so I would have been like 18 or 19. How do you manage to get your protein? I manage peanut butter, veggies, tofu. There's a lot of ways. 17 is pre-COVID. Yeah, I thought it was... I don't think it was 2022, Hadji. I don't think it was. I thought it was way long ago. You hate peanut butter soup? I do not eat soy burgers. I don't like things that imitate meat. I don't like it. I don't like fake meat. I'm not in denial. It was a while ago. Mickey was in high school and Hadji was in middle school during COVID. Yeah. I remember when that all happened, I had already been doing online school the year before, like fully online. And then the next year COVID hit and everybody was doing the same. Like now everybody was doing that. So it wasn't really an adjustment for me, but it was quite the adjustment for everybody else. Bye, fish. Peanut butter is not a protein source. It's a good fat source. It's a protein source for a vegetarian. Thank you very much. But yes, it has a lot of fat, okay? This like an episode of Dr. Phil? What do you mean? No, it's not. Like, what are you talking about? Fave protein source as a vegetarian? I think my fave would be like tofu is all that comes to mind, but it has to be tasty, like not straight up. It has to be cooked well. I don't know. I feel like it's not that hard. Like there's protein put in so many things nowadays. It's never been easier in today's age to just be a vegan or a vegetarian. Like there's so many options, you know? What do you mean? I don't say what do you mean that often. Bruh. Chickpeas, yeah. Hadji, you like chickpeas more than I do. I mean, I like chickpeas, but you're like obsessed with chickpeas. Guys, Hadji is almost vegetarian. She's just really picky about meat. She mostly doesn't eat meat. And she will just like roast an entire can of chickpeas and then eat the whole tray. Like legit, straight up. Or take plant protein powder. That's what I mean. Like there's so many supplements and there's so many ways. Like they'll just put protein in stuff. There are so many ways to get protein now. Like you don't have to get it through meat. No Nutella. I can't. Oh my gosh, I can't. I love Nutella. I wouldn't be able to, like that's too sugary. I would go a little bit too crazy with Nutella. That's why I do peanut butter. Beans. I'm not a huge fan of beans. Like in soups they're okay. But like I'm not really a taco person. I'm not really like a baked beans kind of person. They're fine in minestrone and that's about it. Beans suck. I could eat an entire jar of Nutella in one day and that's a problem. That's the thing. Oh my gosh, the to-go packs of Nutella with like the little tiny breadsticks and you dip them. I could eat so many of those. I could eat so many of them. I want one right now. I want one so bad. Beans on toast. I don't get that. I'm sorry. I'm not from the UK. I don't get it. Can you cook a really good vegan dinner? Synonymous. Thank you for the prime. Can I cook a good vegan dinner? I guess it depends. Like I don't cook a lot, but I can cook. A vegan dinner? Yeah, I'll just roast some vegetables and some tofu and call it good. There you go. There's my vegan dinner. Sounds good. I'm actually going to make that tomorrow, probably. Haji, we're probably making that tomorrow. You might like Vegemite. Okay, Vegemite? I don't know about that. I don't know. Like, Vegemite kind of, like, freaks me out. Let me look at it. Wait, let me look at it. Yeah, I don't know about that. That, like, even just the name alone, I'm like, I don't know. No, thank you. What do you mean you can cook? Okay, listen. Listen, Haji, I know that you are the cook. Haji is the cook of the house. She actually likes to cook. I'm telling you, I'm capable of cooking. I've cooked before, but I don't do it a lot. And so therefore it's like, I wouldn't consider myself a cook, but I'm capable of like following a recipe. Okay, I used to do that. I used to do that as a job. I can do it, Haji. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I think she's out here exposing me. Like exposing me on what? Liar. Little freaking liar. Anyone who says they are capable of cooking doesn't know how to cook. That's not true. I am capable. I've done it. I literally used to work in a kitchen. Like I've done it before. I just don't do it much at home. And you want to know why? It's because Haji cooks. Haji just cooks. It's funny because Haji is the cook, but I am the baker. I'm usually the one baking in the household. Big surprise. And Haji is usually the one that cooks. Because Haji doesn't like to bake. Guys, I can cook. It's just I don't enjoy it, so I don't do it that much. Thank you everyone. Baking supremacy, that's what I'm saying. The end result is always better baking. I don't even, like, that's the thing is I don't even love the process of baking that much either. But the end result, like, I'll do anything for sugar. I'll do anything for something with chocolate in it or a pastry. Am I a banana bread baddie? Am I a banana bread baddie? I don't think I've ever made banana bread myself before, but I like it. If no cooking stream, then baking stream. I could do that. I can stream on my phone, right? Well, I just wouldn't have chat set up. It wouldn't be as nice of a setup. Unless you want me, do you guys want me to get one of those like little easy bake ovens? And I'll put it in here and I'll just like, I'll whip something up really quick and I'll put it in the easy bake oven so it can still be a closet stream, but it is technically also a baking stream. Like a tiny little easy bake oven. That'd be so cute. Banana bread is good. I actually don't like bananas. Like if I have to eat a banana, I'm literally gagging. Like a raw banana. But banana bread is really good. I look like your mom? I'm getting a lot of interesting comments today about what I look like. You know, I'm somebody's mom, I'm somebody's aunt, I'm hard to draw, I'm easy to draw, I'm a protagonist's girlfriend or a girlfriend protagonist, I don't know. Lots of interesting comments today. It's probably a record. Easy bake snacks midstream sesh, what a gimmick. Yeah, I could get one of those. I think I used to have one of those. I could get one again. You don't look old enough to be a mom? Thank you. I think. Thank you. Yeah, oh my gosh, the closet would get so hot though. If I had an easy bake oven in here with my PC on, and I don't think I'd have my PS5 on at the same time. I'd be cooked. Bro, I'd be cooked. Literally. I'd be cooking. You look like someone who is very afraid of Silent Hill prisons. I mean, now you're just speaking facts at this point. I mean, I'm not going to argue with that. Why do you think I've put it off for so long? Make a closet window for air. Yeah, let me just cut a hole right here in my closet. Let me just take a knife and I'll do that for the Easy Bake Oven stream. I kind of look like Walter White. Isn't that the bald guy from... Is that the bald guy from Baking Bad? I've got baking on the brain. Okay? Whatever. I'm going to start my own series in this closet called Baking Bad. And just for you, I'm going to wear a bald cap while I make treats in my Easy Bake Oven. And it's going to be called Baking Bad. Welcome to Baking Bad, everyone. No, not Baking Brad. Now that wouldn't make sense. Listen. That wouldn't make sense. But Baking Bad, that would make sense. Jiro, what? Take off your wig? Thanks a lot. Bruh. This might have been asked a lot, but why are you in a closet and how can you fit everything in there? I just fit, I don't know, I just made it work. It's like a rectangle. Like this, the door is right here, and then I had some space right here. Like there is a whole indent of space right here where my PC and stuff is. And yeah, it was a walk-in closet. And I converted it. I was like, this can't just be a normal closet. That's boring. I gotta set something up in here. So I did. Well, I did some of it. My dad also helped me install this desk and like install a light and stuff. And actually like the shelves and stuff up there too. I think the closet is a fun idea. Thank you. Thank you, Dark Armor. Finally somebody's being nice to me. Finally somebody's complimenting my closet. Honestly, if you consistently did funny cosplay during these streams, that would be so great. Well, we did talk about the Harry Potter cosplays in the last stream. I don't know if you were there for that, but we have discussed this before. And I was very serious about the Voldemort cosplay. I take it very seriously. Haji, what are you saying now? Oh, you're talking about Breaking Bad characters? Yeah, sorry, Haji and I don't know about Breaking Bad characters. I'm sorry. We've never seen it. I just know, I've heard his name before. So that's how I knew it. Oh, you do remember the Harry Potter cosplay. That's why you're bringing it up? Okay, yeah. Checks out. Yep, I take that one very seriously. But now I'm very intrigued about the Walter White bald cosplay Baking Bad closet idea. I gotta write this down. I gotta write it down in my notes. Baking Bad. Baking Bad. Closet baking stream. Easy Bake Oven. Walter White. Wait, it's Walter White, right? Walter White cosplay. I have to say I am the one who cooks? Okay. I can't wait to see that thumbnail. Oh my gosh. That's a good idea, guys. VeggieTales cosplay. Haji, that's a little random. Haji, if you're not gonna say anything that, adds to this conversation at all, I just wouldn't say anything at all. Because that doesn't make any sense. Like, where did you even pull that from? You know? How did you get from Breaking Bad to VeggieTales? So mean. You don't understand. No. You guys don't understand. Haji is the mean one. I just have to defend myself. VeggieTales is too sacred. Guys, don't defend Haji. Don't defend Haji like this is her stream. This is not a betrayal. We talk to each other like this all the time. You guys should hear the way she talks to me. Justice for Haji. Okay, don't cause like an uprising here. Alright? Haji's fine. Also, why did you call me a vegetablearian? Haji. A vegetablearian? Which of the VeggieTales characters would you eat first since you're a vegetarian? I wouldn't eat them. I wouldn't eat them. That's vegicide. We've always been pro Haji. This is just finally pushing it over the edge. Okay, whatever, then leave. Fine, cause an uprising and see if I care. I'm still gonna talk to Haji the same way I always talk to her. Vegicide, yes. If I were to eat Bob the tomato, you wouldn't say that's vegicide? Okay, so now I'm getting some. Okay, you want a Rosalina from Mario Bros. Cosplay? That's a little out there. Requiem or Biohazard? I haven't played RE7. Wait, because I was like, wait, Biohazard is just the name, the Japanese name, but I guess isn't RE7 technically? Oh my gosh, is that technically its sub name? Yeah, because they use it as its sub name. I was like, wait, isn't Biohazard just the name of all the Japanese REs? Am I crazy right now? Wait. No, I'm not crazy. Hold on. Wait, why? Okay, wait, why am I just now thinking about this? Why would they call it Biohazard in Japan and then use that name as the subtitle for RE7? Yes, I know I'm crazy all the time. That's not the point. Okay, I knew that, but I was like, wait, why would they do that? Hey, I'm not a LARPer. I just haven't played it yet. Because I thought I was going crazy. I'm like, wait, that's what it's called in Japan, though. Does that mean Resident Evil 7 Biohazard is Biohazard 7 Biohazard? Wait. Biohazard 7 Resident Evil. They just switched it? I don't know why I'm looking this up right now. I just never knew that. Yeah, it looks like Biohazard 7 Resident Evil. Guys, I'm not doing a VR stream. Stop it with the VR. Guys. They only didn't call it Biohazard in the West because there was a band already named Biohazard. Did it because of a band? That's crazy. Yeah, in Japan it's Biohazard 7 Resident Evil. In the US it's Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. That would have been so funny if it was Biohazard 7 Biohazard. Make it so that you get shocked every time you take damage. That sounds horrible. No, thank you. I wouldn't even be able to wear a heart rate monitor with those games because that would make me paranoid. I don't even want to wear a heart rate monitor, let alone a little shocker or whatever. Guys, I'm not doing VR. We've been over this. Came for the Steve Jobs thumbnail? What do you mean? Is it because I'm wearing a turtleneck? Am I wearing a turtleneck in that one? Now I'm Steve Jobs. Wow, this stream is wacky. How much can you handle terror/horror? That's a good question. Silent Hill 2, if it's Silent Hill 2 remake, I can't handle it very well at all. Like at all. I feel like I don't do as bad with other like horror games, like with the Resident Evils. I feel like I've handled them, like I'm not as scared of them as I thought I would be. If that makes sense. Are you also a horror movie fan? Interestingly enough, no. I love horror games, and even before I started playing them, I would love watching other people play horror games, but I've never, like, aside from a few exceptions, I'm not a horror movie person. I don't know what it is. I don't like them. Except for a few exceptions. Like, I'm just not into the horror movie genre. Mm-mm. I know, I'm sorry. Did you play Alan Wake 2 yet or still stalling? Dude, I've got so many other games I gotta play before I consider Alan Wake 2. But it's on my list. Also, why are you asking about 2 specifically? Shouldn't I play the first one? Or should I skip the first one? So what horror movies have you watched? Exceptions? Not that many, honestly. I've watched, like, the only one I can think of off the top of my head because I was really surprised was Alien, the first Alien movie. And then I don't know if you consider The Village a horror movie. I mean, kind of. I like that one. Um, I can't, like, I literally can't, I have not watched that many horror movies, so I'm trying to think. There might be more than that, but I can't really think of any off the top of my head. Please watch Weapons. That's what it's called. It's just called Weapons. Watch The Exorcist. No, thank you. Did you stop playing Silent Hill 2 like I did? I stopped for now, but I will be conquering the prison later this week. With chat's help. I always have to remind chat. It's called Weapons. I'll look into it. Guys, I'm sorry. I'm not. You can give me horror movie suggestions, but I most likely won't watch them. Like it I don't know how to explain it. There might be some exceptions here and there that I might look at it and might be like, "Oh, that doesn't look that bad." But most of the time, I'm just not interested in watching a scary movie. Weapons is by the same guy who's making the new Resident Evil movie. Never heard of this before. Jacob's Ladder is an amazing movie. It heavily inspired the Silent Hill games. I've heard a lot about Jacob's Ladder. My dad likes that movie, and I'm like, I don't think I can handle that. I've heard it's really disturbing. No thank you. No thank you. Oh, I have seen The Thing. My dad made me watch The Thing. Is that considered a horror movie? I guess it is. I liked The Thing. So I guess that's another exception, but I didn't love it, but it was intriguing. So yeah, I've watched The Thing, the original one. Is there only one? I watched like the original one, but I didn't know if there was like a newer one. Yeah, The Thing is the 80s. Yeah. There is a prequel. Okay, I didn't watch that. I just watched the first one. What thing? The Thing. Rivaldo. The Thing. The Thing is RE and Snow. Kind of, yeah. Did you see It? No, I'm not interested in It. Like those kinds of horror movies just don't interest me. Speaking of It, I was thinking, does anybody else remember? I don't remember what made me think of this again. Oh my gosh, it was like a random episode that I was watching. It was on TV. Somebody mentioned the 2016 clown sightings. Does anybody else remember that? The Thing inspired Dead Space. Oh, that's cool. I can see that. Does anybody else remember the clown sightings that were happening like everywhere? And it was like an actual thing in 2016? Yeah, it was on an episode of Dance Moms. I was watching Dance Moms. Hello, Mia Music. Yeah. Okay, people do remember this. Yeah. That was already 10 years ago. Isn't that crazy? I forget that. Isn't that so weird? Like that was a thing. I remember people talking about that at school. And everybody was all freaked out. I can't remember if anything actually ever happened or if there were just a bunch of copycats. I think they started arresting people for clown activity. Could not dress up as a clown in 2016. It was a criminal offense. Was the clown thing before or after you ate bacon and loved it? Listen, don't bring that up again. Also, I think it was before. There were murders? I forgot what triggered it. Yeah, I forgot, like, what happened. I'm convinced that was marketing for the It movie. No way. It was too serious. Clowns are such an oppressed minority? Okay. Does Ronald McDonald scare you? I'm not really scared by clowns. Like, I know clowns are a common phobia, but, like, clowns themselves do not scare me. It's like the person, like, my brain knows that it's not scary because it's a clown. It's like, is the person dressed up as a clown evil? Do they have bad? Because I think like a normal looking home intruder is way scarier than like a guy just outside dressed as a clown. Like, it's the intention. I'm not scared of like somebody dressing up as a clown in clown makeup. That doesn't really do anything for me. I'm much more scared of real life things. Like, I know a lot of people are scared of like ghosts and like hauntings and like clowns. Like, they're real, but they're like, I don't know how to explain it. I'm more scared of like true crime really freaks me out. But movies about ghosts and stuff, I'm kind of like, or like stories about ghosts, I'm like, whatever. I don't know if that makes sense. If you had any sense, you'd be scared of Ronald McDonald. Look at what the dude's trying to make you eat. Well, that's true. That's why I don't eat meat anymore. It's because of McDonald's. Okay, but what is that behind you? Fragile catnip. Don't do that. I can see what's behind me. It's all my beautiful little plushies. Stop abusing your earbuds? What do you mean? True crime is really interesting, but I can't watch too much without it just getting sad. It is sad, like, it's depressing, but it's also just so disturbing knowing what evil humans are capable of. Like, that's what disturbs me. I will take a haunted house, like, full of ghosts any day than some murderer. Like, that stuff freaks me out. Keeps me awake at night. So you're saying you wouldn't be scared of a xenomorph? That's the thing. That's the interesting thing, is like, there's something in my brain that it knows that certain things aren't real, and so I don't find it as scary as things that could be real. Does that make sense? Like, if I play a game, I love the Fears to Fathom, the indie game, the indie game series, and it's like about home invaders most of the time. And playing a game where it's about just this normal creep breaking into your house versus like I'm fighting zombies or an alien, like that, the home invader, something that is realistic is way scarier to me. I totally get what you mean. I'm the same. Yeah, I feel like my mom is like that too. And my dad actually. Although my dad could watch true crime all the time. I don't know how my dad watches. He'll watch all kinds of stuff. He'll watch horror movies, Jacob's Ladder, true crime, and he just is like, pff, whatever. Like he just doesn't get phased, I guess. She says this like we didn't all see her in the basement at RE9. Like I still get freaked out, but something in my brain is like it's not real. As opposed to like a person following you. I don't know. Like I'm definitely still freaked out, but it's just different. It's a different kind of fear. I don't go to bed thinking about the basement in RE9, but I do go to bed thinking about possible home intruders and stalkers and murderers. I've had so many dreams where somebody's just chasing me, and it's disturbing. Dad lore drop. Is this live? Yes, welcome. This is live. Oh my gosh, I keep forgetting to stop the recording. I don't need to record this and take up space on my disk. I make these mental notes. I'm like, make sure you turn the recording off before, or like right after you start streaming. Nope, didn't do it. It's fine. I'll just delete it. I got this when I was out of town. That's so random, but he was on my desk. How long have you streamed for? Like today or in general? Like how long have I been streaming in my life or how long have I been streaming today? I need B12. Thank you. I'll get right on that. In general? So, interesting story. I feel like I started streaming on my original channel like a year ago and then I stopped and I took a 10-month break and then I started this channel. And I started streaming. I did like, oh my gosh, guys, I can't remember. When did I start streaming? I didn't seriously start streaming until like last month or so. Why do Labubus scare you? Labubus don't scare me. They're just stupid. And they're just a trend. Like I don't like things that are trendy like that everybody freaks out over, that nobody actually likes. It's just a trend and everybody wants to be in on the trend. Does your friend group know you do YouTube? No. I have I have two IRL friends. They're not like a part of the same friend group. They don't know each other. My closest friend that I was just in her wedding, she knows that I do YouTube. And then another one, the other one, she knew I was doing, like, I used to do YouTube. I used to make YouTube videos when I was really young, and she would sometimes make YouTube videos with me, and so I felt like that wasn't really weird to tell her. We've been friends since we were born, but they are the only two outside of my family, my immediate family, that know that I stream and do YouTube. Does she come to the streams? No, they're not really the types that are like, that'd be so funny if one of them were just like, hi, I'm here. But they're not really the types to be into like the gaming part of YouTube, if that makes sense. Like, I don't think this is like their kind of content that they would watch. My parents just casually tell family friends. I would I literally, when I told my dad, I was like, Dad, I have to be very clear about this. You cannot tell anybody else unless I give you permission. Like, I do not want you telling our extended family. I do not need that. I don't want anybody knowing. Like, I would be livid. I would be livid. For me personally. It's just not something that I want everybody, like, talking about or knowing. And a lot of people just wouldn't understand it. Will you stream more Silent Hill 2? Yes, I will. I will stream more probably on Thursday or Friday. Threatening McDad like he's holding nuclear codes. I mean, he might as well have been. I was like, Dad, I'm serious. If this news gets out, I'm not gonna trust you with a secret again. Like, it's very important to me that I control who knows this. You know? I am literally a closet streamer. Yeah, you think that it's like a whole metaphor. Don't you think they'd be proud of you? Well, like, my immediate family is totally fine with it and proud of me, but like outer family, extended family, I'm not super close to anybody, and I just don't really want to deal with I just don't want to deal with it. I'm not really, I don't know how to explain. We just live in different worlds. Like, I don't really know how they would react to it. Why does Hadji get to know? If Hadji didn't know, she wouldn't be able to be on the stream, and then everybody would be sad. Apparently, because you guys love Hadji so much. But Hadji kind of just knows everything. I can imagine I'm also very private online. It's funny because it's like, I don't care if strangers watch me stream or watch my content, but the thought of like somebody I know, like, it was hard enough telling some of my friends and even some of my family members. Like, I was kind of like I knew my parents wouldn't really care. Hadji was the first one to know. I knew my brother wouldn't care, but like friends, I was very nervous. And it was no big deal. This is Hadji's channel. Mika's just a streamer. Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. Everybody freaking loves Hadji. I might as well just leave. I like to keep my online life and real life very separated. Like, the thought of one of my real friends seeing my Twitter freaks me out, even though there's no reason for it to weird me out. Yeah, it is kind of like that. And also, I guess just like, I do think I would have, to be quite honest with you, I do think I would have a few relatives that would just think it's weird or like make unnecessary comments, and they wouldn't understand like the whole gaming thing. Like, I really don't share my hobbies with a lot of people unless I know that they also like it, or that if I'm completely comfortable with them, if that makes sense. Because even though gaming and like anime and like all these nerdy hobbies are becoming more mainstream, there are still people, and like I have relatives that would totally be weird about it and would totally be like, you know? Any more horror games you plan on playing? Oh boy, I have a lot of horror games I plan on playing. I gotta finish RE2 Remake next with Claire's Route. I do want to play Alien Isolation eventually. I want to play The Evil Within. I guess I gotta play Dead Space. Everybody's like they will not give up on Dead Space. I gotta play all the Resident Evils. Like, I gotta play the Silent Hills. Like, there's so many horror games. I think my uncle thinks I'm an incel because I have an Xbox collection, so I know what you mean. Yeah, exactly. Some people are still just weird about it. There's still this stigma about like gaming and like these kinds of hobbies, especially maybe with like older generations. I don't know. Have you ever played the Yakuza games? No, I have not. Did I write that down? I feel like people have mentioned those to me before. I have the memory of a goldfish. Wait, hold on. I'm just going to add it to the list again, just in case. I'd be more embarrassed about talking about anime than video games. I guess, yeah, anime is even, I would say anime is like a step weirder than video games. At least the thing about, like, anime is so, it's not for everyone. You have to, how do I, it's not like necessarily niche anymore, but it kind of is. Like, you have to have a certain acquired taste for anime. But for video games, it's like a lot of people either grew up with video games and they just don't play them anymore. Some people play mobile games on their phone and they consider that a video game. And it's like games are a little bit more universal, but like actually being into gaming, it's, I don't know, I feel like there's still a stigma attached to it, if that makes sense. It's more niche than video games, but it's gotten more mainstream than it was before. Yeah, exactly. Gaming has gone more mainstream, but anime is never doing that. I feel like you have a lot more anime. I love anime, but anime in and of itself is weird. It's weird. It's an acquired taste. I feel like you have to be a certain kind of person to be like, I like anime. That's not a bad thing at all. It's just like it would come across as so weird to a lot of people. Whereas video games are just a little bit more universal. I feel like there are a lot more casual gamers than like somebody who just casually watches anime, if that makes sense. Hence gaming being more mainstream. Yeah, and there's so many, like, anime is anime. There are different genres and different types, but at the end of the day, it's still anime. With video games, there are so many platforms and so many like different types of video games and what people consider to be video games. So it's definitely different, but they're often tied together, and I can see why. I think anime is becoming more accepted, but still has a long ways to go. Yeah, I think so too. When I was in high school, people judged you if you liked anime. Yeah, exactly. Same. I think I would still have people who would judge me if I told them I liked anime. Oh my gosh, wait, I just had a... I was at a... Okay, how do I explain this? Wait. Okay, hold on. I was meeting one of my friend's boyfriends. This was like a year or two ago. And so we met up for brunch. And it was me and two of my friends. We have like a little friend group and her new boyfriend. And she wanted us to meet him. And I remember I was wearing this shirt. I was wearing this shirt to brunch. And he didn't even know what FF7 was. But all of a sudden... And these are two friends that, like, one of them, she would kind of watch anime, like, she knew of it. And then the other one was the type that would totally make fun of you. Like, my friend whose boyfriend I was meeting, like, she would totally rip me apart if I started talking about anime. And I remember her boyfriend asked me just straight up. He's like, so, and it, like, literally just looking right at me, not at either of my other friends. And he's like, so do you watch a lot of anime? Do you like anime? And I was like this was not a friend group that I would talk about like video games or anime or any of like my more nerdy interests at all. And so I was totally taken off guard. And also the restaurant was like really hot and I was wearing a sweatshirt and I remember I was like I looked at my friend and I was like, who told him that? I was like, how did you know that? And he's like, well, I just guessed based on your shirt. Even though this is not from anime, obviously. And I was like, I'm not used to talking about like my interests with people. And I didn't know him. Like I just met him. And I remember I was like, oh, what did I say? I like couldn't, I was like, yeah, I mean, I guess, yeah, I do. And he was like, what are your favorites? And I was like, my face was getting so red. My face was getting so red. I was like, I don't know. And he's like, is it embarrassing? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, oh, okay. And then he dropped it. And I was like, my face got so red and my friends noticed. And I was like, so embarrassed. I was like, not. It was like literally fine. Like the fact that he was asking, I think probably meant that like he's seen some anime. I think he mentioned that. But for some reason, I was taken off guard and I was like nervous about my friends' reactions. And like I didn't want to start saying names. I didn't want to like start saying stuff and then like start being made fun of, if that makes sense. Like it was so awkward. It was really awkward. Not a fun time. Yeah, even just thinking about it right now, I feel myself blushing. I was like, that was such an awkward interaction. People get embarrassed over anime in 2026. Well, that was a couple years ago. Few years ago? Maybe 3 or 4 years ago at this point. Have I had this shirt for that long? Maybe like 2 or 3 years ago. Yeah. Yeah. I've always seen more shame for video games than anime in 90s and 2000s myself. Really? I mean, there was a whole time, I feel like this has kind of gone away, but there was a whole time where everybody was really against gaming. Everybody was like, oh, video games cause violence and they cause kids to act out. And I remember I don't know, I just remember that rhetoric being very potent at one point. Especially among like older adults and parents. Where did you get that shirt? It's cute. Thank you. It's actually custom made. I don't remember the website. I don't actually know if the website is making shirts anymore. I would have to check. But I got it custom made. Yes, and also games waste more of your time. Yeah, I feel like that's going away too. Like gaming has become more positive over the years, but there was definitely a time where it was seen as like a really negative thing. Throat frog sounds. People blame their poor parenting skills on video games. Exactly, Haji. Haji knows what's up. And the main culprit they always pointed to is GTA. See, to me, that's just funny. Like, that just sounds like such nonsense. No one is ashamed of anime in 2026. I beg to differ. I have people that I would not tell them that I like anime because I would fear their reaction. Especially family members. Some people are still, like, weird about it. They also used to think that gaming made you dumb. Yeah, I feel like things have really changed. I don't know why or how, but I feel like it's viewed, maybe because of YouTube? No. I feel like it's viewed more positively now. In Puerto Rico, we still get a lot of crap for liking video games and anime despite the more overall acceptance of those. Yeah, it's still out there. Like, just because it's a little bit more mainstream now doesn't mean that there are people that, like, it doesn't mean that everybody thinks it's normal. You know, like there are some people that are still really like judgy and mean about it. I think sadly it's because of games becoming like movies now, so normies think it's respectable now. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, casual gaming is more of a thing now. It used to be way more niche. Usually, whenever a new GTA game comes out, people go crazy and video games suddenly become a problem. That doesn't surprise me. Some people also only care about things suddenly when they become popular and they're like, oh, this is a problem, and it's not. Kids also don't play console or PC anymore. It's all mobile. Yeah, it is turning to all mobile. Sadly. I guess not all of it, but like, yeah. A lot of kids are iPad kids, Roblox kids. Still Minecraft kids too, which surprises me because Minecraft has just been around for so long. I guess Roblox has too, but Roblox used to have a very different form. Used to be very different. I remember I wasn't allowed to play. My brother wasn't allowed to play. Was I even interested in Roblox? I remember I liked watching my brother play Roblox, but he wasn't allowed to play it because it would give our computer viruses or something, so he had to play it at our friend's house. And then there's also the fact that video games are being dumbed down for more casual audiences. Yeah, I would tend to agree with that. I guess dumbed down maybe is like mean to say, but like you're right. Like just the modern take on gaming. They're trying to make it easier for people. They're trying to make it more accessible. People don't generally, people and especially people who casually play games, they don't want to play games that are too hard because it frustrates them. They want to feel like they're winning. They want to feel like they're progressing. And so games are, I feel like, becoming easier. In general, not all games. Elden Ring sold a lot. Well, yeah, that's the thing is like Elden Ring was super difficult. People were appreciative of the fact that, you know, finally there's a game like Elden Ring that like kicks your butt. I think people really appreciated that, and that's why it sold so well. It felt like an older game. But also I haven't played it, so like I can't say for sure. I'm just saying that based off of what I've heard about it. Why are there two clouds in the closet? What kind of question is that? Why would I not have two clouds in the closet? You expect me to just have one? I have another cloud right here. And right there. Elden Ring stream when? I have to buy it first. I have one in my watch list in eBay, but like I don't have like a timeline of when I'm gonna play it. I just know I'll try it eventually. Elden was the easiest, but dude, I remember people like okay, maybe it's easier now by our standards or like based on like comparing it to the other games, but I remember people freaking out because it was so hard. Like it's not an easy I wouldn't say Elden Ring has a reputation for being easy. Elden Ring is hard, don't get it twisted. Yeah, guys, don't try to gaslight me into thinking Elden Ring is easy. I actually quit Elden Ring because of how easy it was. You're not being for real. Nuh-uh. Luckily, people still love a challenge. That's why the Souls games have been so successful. Yeah, that's what I mean. And I think that's why everybody loved Elden Ring, because it was harder than the average video game and it provided a challenge and it felt like an old game. Hello, Coos. Um, I think people say it's the most accessible Souls game. Elden Ring is considered easy. No, I don't think it is. I guess some people in here think Elden Ring is easy, but I think that's a crazy take. Maybe to some people, but not to the majority of people. Come on. Excuse me, Mickey, someone skipped me? What do you mean, Zach? Can you guys hear the ASMR of me throwing this ball around? Or does my mic not pick up on it? It's the easiest out of the Soulsborne franchise. Okay, people are saying it's the easiest out of that series. Which is fair. I mean, I've never played any of them. Do you only play Japanese games? No. But most of the games that I love and play are made in Japan, I must admit. Yeah, Skyrim isn't Japanese. But I would say like 80%, 85% of the games I play are probably, yeah. What can I say? They just know how to make good games. And they created anime. Like, just goated. I don't know. Thoughts about GTA 6? My thoughts are that I've never played a GTA game in my life. And so GTA 6 does not mean a whole lot to me. I'm interested in how everybody will react to it. Because people have been anticipating it for a long time. I don't know if I would... I'm not against trying a GTA game. I want to know, do people, like, get demonetized for those games? Like, the content in those games? Like, the language is severe. Although I don't know if you get demonetized on Twitch or YouTube anymore for, like, harsh language. Or unless it's just age restricted. You playing GTA 5 would be such a tonal clash. I mean, I'm not against it. I think it would be funny, but like I don't know. I'm interested to see if players think it lives up to the price tag. Yeah. Yeah, I'm interested to see how much it'll be and what people think of it. Like, it's so anticipated, and I wonder if people are really going to love it or if it's going to be a total flop. GTA is incredibly overhyped. The old games were important at the time, but the hype for 6 makes no sense. Really? So I'm guessing you think that it's going to be bad. GTA 6 is definitely going to hit. GTA 6 will be a victim of overhype. I mean, it definitely could be. We don't know until it comes out. I believe it's going to flop. People have unreal expectations. I can see it going both ways. I don't know. Not gonna lie, I kind of hope GTA 6 is awful. Why do you wish that, Chuck? You hope it'll flop? Just for the reactions or what? GTA 6 will be good, but expectations are very high. Yeah, I wonder, because it could also just be good. Like, it could suck. It could be a total flop. It could be really good and meet all expectations, which, I don't know. Or it could just be, like, mediocre. It could be, like, a good game, but not exactly living up to everybody's expectations. You know what I mean? I don't think a GTA will ever flop, to be honest. I don't, just solely because it's a GTA, I don't know if it would ever flop right off the bat, but over time, if it's bad, like, people aren't going to buy it. Like, initially, I think it will be popular no matter what. It's the next GTA game, right? But only time will tell if people really like it or not. The entire industry is banking on GTA 6 being a huge moneymaker, so I hope it's bad and they make no long tail money, so they have to go back to releasing good games regularly and not have 15-year waits. That's fair. It's a fair take. I doubt it'll be bad. People will eat it up. I think people will eat it up regardless in the beginning, but then once the dust settles and the honeymoon phase is over, then we'll see. Then people will start saying their true opinions about it. And also the price, I think, will determine how a lot of people, like, I remember people were saying GTA 6 is going to be $100. I don't think as many people are going to buy it if it's that expensive. I don't know how, like, credible that claim is, or if that's just being, like, over dramatic. Like, I don't know if it'll actually be $100, but the price really matters, especially in this economy. Real talk, every great game has already been made, so we good if everyone stopped making games tomorrow. No, bro, I still need some games to come out. Bro, I don't agree. People will buy it for $100, in my opinion. They won't care. There might be people who would, but maybe they just can't afford it. Like, $100 for a video game is crazy. You know what I mean? Like, there might be a lot of people that are like, oh, I wish I could get it so bad, but I just, like, I can't afford it. And that, like, they're not going to buy it. People will buy it even if it's $150. I don't think so. Maybe the hardcore fans, but you are already seeing, like, Switch 2 games going on sale. Like, people aren't buying Switch 2 games as much as they thought. And I'm pretty sure it's because they're all so darn expensive. Yeah, I really don't think a lot of people are going to pay $100. Even if it is the next GTA. Again, the hardcore fans. Yeah, but like, no normal person who wants to get into GTA is going to look at the $100 price tag and be like, oh yeah. Like, nobody's going to buy that. If you are, like, not into it already, if you're not highly anticipating it, it's too much. It'll be $80. Yeah, I've heard, like, the $100 thing so much. I think it's just based on, like, how much prices are raising, but I don't really know if it's going to be $100. I don't know if they would do that. I'm sure it'll be 80. Maybe 90? Do you think maybe 90? I guess it could be. But I think 80 is probably what they could get away with. For $100, they can keep it. I never buy games at full price anymore. Honestly, same. If I can get games for cheaper, I mean, especially with physical games, it's, like, way easier. Unless it's something that's, like, a pre-order or right at launch. But, like, all my physical games, I try to get as cheap as possible. I only spend full price now on games that, again, like, are a pre-order, like something I'm highly anticipating that I want to have right away, that I know I'll love. But other than that, I don't want to pay full prices for games if I can help it. I genuinely think $100 for a game would just be ridiculous regardless of what game it is. Yeah, it's just a ridiculous price tag. Like, I mean, people, like, despite people still buying the Switch 2 and Mario Kart, people were not happy just with $80. Like, can you imagine the uproar over $100 games? Can you imagine? I feel like 90 is pushing it, but who knows? I think 90 is too, but I don't know though. I feel like 70 is quickly becoming the new norm, and Mario Kart was 80, and it's like they could just, all of the console prices are going up, like they could just keep going. Who knows? By the way, why isn't this a Silent Hill stream? PSP, you were like the 5,000th person to ask. No, that's not your fault. I'll answer that. I was not ready. And so I'm probably going to do it this Thursday or Friday. We need to have a range of 40 to $100. GTA could be 100, Resident Evil is 60, Mafia is 40. I don't think people would be fine with a range. I don't think $100 games need to exist at all. I bet it's going to be at least 80. As Analog says, some hyped games in the 90s were 80 to $100 brand new. Everything was different back then. Games were more expensive. That's true. But like it's not really fair to compare that then to now. Like we had gotten used to $40 to $60 games for like the longest time, and it was great. And now all of a sudden they're ridiculously priced in this economy. Like, I don't know. I don't really know like enough about it to argue that point in full, but I don't think it's necessarily fair to like say, well, games used to be super expensive back then. Like, there are so many factors. It's not super black and white. Hold up, didn't she say she was streaming Silent Hill on Wednesday? No, I did not say that. I never said that. I said Thursday. Wednesday is tomorrow, Rivaldo. I said Thursday or Friday. Now you're talking, Haji, why are you talking about the wedding? No cake at the wedding, just ice. Oh, you're talking, I just dropped my sheep. Talking about the wedding I went to? Oh, I guess we both went to it. I'm sorry, Haji. I'm sorry, Haji. Oh my gosh, where are you? Rivaldo is gaslighting? Yeah, I guess he is. What? Tell me something that I could be surprised about. You know, that's nothing new. Have you played Disco Elysium? I don't know how to say that word. No, I have not. Prison break this week. Literally. I'm breaking out of the Silent Hill 2 prison this week. Whether I like it or not, I can't quit. Did I say quick? I can't quit. Elysium? How are you liking Silent Hill 2 remake? Don't ask me that. Don't ask me that. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I have thoughts about it. I'm enjoying it, but I'm just like having a really hard time playing it. It really freaks me out, which is like good, right? Because it's supposed to be like that. But at the same time, sometimes I just dread playing it. I don't know. It's official. She prefers the OG. Well, to be fair, I haven't played the OG yet. Haven't gotten my bootleg disc to work. But I plan on playing that as soon as I can. iCube, thank you for becoming a member. Also, why is this like cutting over my chat? What the frick? How stupid. Your what disc? My bootleg disc of Silent Hill 2, because an original copy of Silent Hill 2 on the PS2 will run you like $250 to $300. Guitar Hero stream when? That would be I'd be way too embarrassed to do that. W bootlegging, thank you. I can't believe the prices of some of the retro games. Which actually, that reminds me, I had kind of a weird... I went to a really weird retro game store over the weekend. When we were gone. When I was gone out of town this past weekend. Because I think I mentioned I was going out of town in my last stream, right? I think I did. Weird how... It's not like nothing weird happened. It was just, I want to know if anybody else has gone to a retro game store like this. Because I haven't been to that many. I've been to a few, and I've never been to one that's like this. It was a cool building because it was like a retro game store in the front, and then there was this little area that was an arcade, like an old arcade in the back, but I couldn't go and like look at the machines because you had to like pay an entrance fee. And honestly, I was just there to like look at the games. I wasn't really there to play arcade games. But it was cool. And there were CRTs. None that I wanted. And none in the condition that I wanted. There weren't that many. There were actually a lot more monitors. It was like a cool setup. Like there were a bunch of monitors on the wall, like old ones, and then a few CRTs, like game displays. And all of the games, there were like, from every console, there were so many PS2 games, all like PS2, PS3, PS4, PS5, whatever. Well, actually, I didn't see any PS5. Now that I think about it. There were old Nintendo games. There was like the Sega, is it called the Sega Saturn? There were like PSP, like there were so many different games, so many different consoles. And they were all in, every single one was in a locked glass cabinet. Like, even the cheap games. Like, when you go to a retro game store, I'm used to, like, the expensive stuff and the rare stuff being, like, at the counter behind, like, a glass display case. People be thieving these days. The thing is, though, it's even weirder because I would say that the town that I went to is not a high crime. It's not in a big city. It's not like a crime-filled area. It's not known for that at all. Like, I would say the city that I live in is statistically more dangerous, and the retro game store that we have here is not like this. And everything was locked behind glass cases, and there were no price tags. Like, you had to ask the store owner about any singular game that you wanted to look at. Nowhere is really safe anymore. It's just weird because I don't know. I can understand that in like bigger cities, but that was not the case. They price things up based on how nerdy you look. It's so, okay, yeah. The whole thing was weird. Strike one. Okay, so first, wait, no. Well, the guy working there was totally not what I expected. He was like, he looked like a young college professor. He was kind of like trendy, hipstery. It was like, if you saw him out in the street, you wouldn't be like, oh, he works at a video game store. But then strike one was that there was a box in the corner. There was a box in the corner, like a cardboard box. And it just had all this random gaming stuff in it. And I remember well, this just happened, so I'm not going to... Oh, I remember. I picked up a case for Dark Cloud 2 because I recognized the cover for the PS2 and it turned out to be empty. But when I picked it up, he was like, that's not for sale. That stuff is going into storage. And I was like, I'm sorry. I was like, oh, I'm sorry. And I put it back really quickly. And it was just weird because there was no sign. It was just out in the open. When I looked at it, I was like, oh, this must be like a clearance pile because a lot of it kind of looked like junk. And then I picked up an empty case and I was like, I'm so sorry. I keep dropping my ball. And so I put it back and that was strike one. I was already like embarrassed about that. He wasn't like mean. He was just really direct about it. And I was like, I wasn't going to steal anything, I promise. And then okay. This is like not even worth telling, but I just thought it was weird. I thought the whole experience was weird. This guy had come in and he decided that that day was the day he was going to sell like his entire SNES collection. And so there's only one guy working at the store, right? And so he's like, I had already been there for a little bit and I was kind of like deciding what I wanted to inquire about because like I didn't know the prices of anything. There were so many games to look at and I couldn't access any of them because it was all locked. And so he had to tend to this customer who was selling out like his entire collection and he was trying to like go through everything as quickly as possible. And I remember asking him in the beginning if I could look at this stack of Nintendo Power magazines. And interestingly enough, those were not in a locked case. They were in this like glass, they were still in a glass display case, but there was no lock on it, so I technically could have opened it, but I was like, is he gonna freak out at me if I open this case? And so I asked him like, hey, can I look at these? And he's like, yeah, if you don't mind waiting just a little bit so that I can make some counter space and I can pull those out for you. And I was like, okay, like I can't just, like in my head, I was like, I can't just look at this stack. Like you can literally see me. I can't just like look through this stack of magazines really quick. And so I was like, okay, fine. And I asked about a few other stuff all while he's like, a few other things while he's like ringing up this customer or like not ringing him up, but like, you know, he was trading in his collection so that he could like cash it in. Maybe he got store credit. I don't know if he got store credit. Like, I think whatever, you know what I mean? And he took a break because I had inquired about Final Fantasy 12. Right? Yeah. Final Fantasy 12 for the PS2 because there were several copies and I was like, yeah, if you don't mind, I'd just like to look at those. I would just like to see what kind of condition they're in. And he's like, oh, don't worry. I always get the best condition possible. And I was like, okay. And then, so we looked at them and I think that he only thought I meant the condition of the disc because he was looking at the disc and I was looking at the cases and like, obviously the disc is important. That's a given, but I was looking at the cases. Like you guys know how I am about the condition of things. I like things pretty pristine. And so I was looking at the cases and they were all like beat up and scratched and like dented. And I was just like looking at them and I already was like, nah. And I didn't say that out loud, but I was already like, no, like I don't want these. They're too beat up. And I told him, I was just like, because he handed me one. The awkward thing is, this is basically the thing. I don't like how it was this thing where like he had to stand there with me while I was trying to he was standing there watching me while I was trying to make a decision about whether I wanted to purchase something. Like I felt like I had to be chaperoned and I'm like, then it's awkward because I have to tell him no. And I'm like, I told him, I was like, well, I'm just kind of picky about the case as well. I'd like it to just be like in as good of condition as possible. And he's like, oh, well, you'd probably be better off just getting one brand new. And for a second, I was like, I didn't say this, but I was like, well, it doesn't have to be new. Like, I just want one that's in better condition than the ones you have. I'm sorry. Like, it's just so awkward. I'm like, it probably wasn't that. He probably doesn't even think anything of this. I just felt awkward because it's like, why would I want to go to a store Maybe some people like that. Maybe some people like the hands-on customer service and they like to be walked through whatever purchase they want to make. I am not like that. I want to be left alone. I want to pick up the game. I want to see what kind of condition it's in. I want to look at the price tag. Like I don't want to feel like I'm being chaperoned and like watched, if that makes sense. And then, so I didn't buy any. He went back to, like racking up the price, he went back to tending to the other customer that was selling his collection, ringing him up, whatever it's called. And I was waiting there to look at these dumb magazines, and I was like, I am not going to wait just so, because I realized I was like, oh, he's going to pull out the magazines and we're going to look at them together. And I was like, I don't want to do that. And so I left. I felt bad, but I was like, I'm not going to wait another 15 minutes. I had already been in the store for a while at that point. And I was like, I'm not going to wait longer just so that I can be watched again as I go through these magazines. And I'm pressured to make a decision. It was a weird experience. Papa Bear Sensei, thank you for the super chat. Pro collecting tip, collect lots of popular games for trade and credit. Retro stores always need the popular titles. Big brain move for expensive games. Oh, wow. I've never heard that before. Did you say bye? I did not say bye. I just left. I keep dropping my ball. I just left. Oh my gosh. I didn't feel like I didn't need to say bye. Did he have a ponytail? No. He was, oh my gosh. Wait, so the other weird thing, listen. This is not even that big of a deal, but I thought it was weird. So I've been searching for CRT TVs this whole time on Facebook Marketplace, right? I've been searching for so long, and I keep seeing this post pop up about, because this town, like, it's out of town, but it's still in my state. So, like, listings in nearby cities will still pop up, if that makes sense. So I kept seeing this post that was like, hey, if you have these CRTs, if you have any, like, CRTs just laying around, like, I'll take them off your hands if you don't want them anymore. I'll come and pick them up. Like, one of those posts that is, like, an announcement, not really a listing. And I remember a while ago he said in the description, like, if you have any you're, like, looking for, I have some that I'm willing to trade. And I was like, oh, maybe this guy has some that he's willing to sell. And so I messaged him, and he read my message, and he never got back to me. Yesterday, I go back and I look at that post again, and it was the owner of the store. And I was like, okay, that makes sense. It was just, like, such a weird coincidence. Like, I could see his face clearly in the profile picture, and it was just so weird that I had tried to contact him, and then I happened to go into his store where he has CRT TVs. Yeah, Hadji, I didn't tell you this. Insane crossover. It was just weird. Like, it was very coincidental. And I was like, why would this guy ignore me? Like, you could just say no. I don't understand that. Just be like, sorry, no, I'm not interested in selling them. I only trade. Like, he literally said in his description that he would be willing to trade. Like, just answer me. Like, what's the big deal? He doesn't like you? Yeah. Nope. Ever since I went through his storage bin on accident, everything was doomed to fail. But I just thought it was so weird. Like, why? Final Fantasy 12, he priced it at $10 for a used copy. And I'm like, why do you have all these $10, possibly lower priced games in these locked cases? Like, why do you have them with the more expensive games? And I didn't even see any, like, super rare games in these cases either. Like, I was looking for some of the rare ones, and I didn't really see anything that was, like, ultra rare, super expensive. I didn't see anything at the front counters either. And again, like I understand the front counter thing. Like you have some expensive rare things in the glass case. That's been the case for any other retro game store I've been to. But like, why are you locking up $5 to $10 games and you're making me like come and bother you? I felt like I was a nuisance. I was like, why are you making me come and bother you so that you can unlock this case for every single individual game that I want to look at, and you don't tell me the prices? Like that seems, the prices thing really bothers me, because right off the bat I was like, this is weird. Like, why wouldn't you tell the customers who are taking the time to like shop around, why wouldn't you disclose prices to them? He 100% got his stuff stolen before. I mean, maybe he was just like a really paranoid guy. Like once I started rummaging through that box, he was like on top. He was like, that stuff, that's not for sale. And I was like, okay, I'm sorry. Maybe he didn't trust me from then on. Maybe he would have let me look at the magazines, but since I went through his box of stuff, he was like, no, I'm chaperoning you. But it's like, how was I supposed to know? It was it was a box in the corner. It was open to anybody. It was just a box of junk. I was like, this has to be the clearance bin, right? No sign. You've just got that kind of face. Thanks a lot, Chuck. The audacity. You're super sketchy. You can't touch my stuff either. Maybe I just give off that kind of, that aura. Maybe I just look like a thief. I don't know. Maybe he doesn't usually have his stuff locked up. Maybe he like saw me coming down the street and he's like, all right, I gotta lock this stuff up. It's time. Were you wearing a hoodie at the time? No, I was wearing a normal outfit. I was wearing my girl version Leon Kennedy jacket. Do you expect them to... Hey, do you expect them to just have a bin near the exit door with all the games you want to take and leave? You really think that's what I'm trying to say? You really thought I was just gonna like take something from his box and then just not pay for it? PSP? Ridiculous. Maybe he's following suit to all the other stores in general, like everything up, like Target. I guess Target and Walmart and stuff, they have their games in locked cases. Yeah, they do, but it's weird for a smaller store to be like that, is what I'm saying. I've never been to a retro game store that has been that uptight, like that paranoid, I guess. I don't know if that's the right word. Seems sus. It was just weird. And I thought that the whole, like, it was just a weird coincidence that I had been trying to contact him on Facebook. Do you ever visit GameStop? Not usually. Bye, Papa Bear Sensei. Thanks for joining. Might be playing psychological games. What are you willing to pay? Well, actually, like, no, not psychological. I think that, honestly, he would, like, look at his computer when I would ask about, like, a price for something. And I think that he just bases it, like, on whatever he can, like, get. Like, whatever the average price for something is on eBay, that's probably what he goes off of. Or maybe he has one of those websites or one of those apps that just immediately tells him, like, what the average price is across all platforms. He's looking up the current price on Price Chart. Yeah, I'm guessing that's what he was doing, which is just kind of weird to me. Like, when I first walked in and didn't see any price tags, I was immediately like, oh, is this place super overpriced? Like, why else would you be scared to disclose prices to people? You heard about GameStop's recent proposal to buy eBay? I did not hear about this. That's smart if you don't want to label 1,000 games with prices that may fluctuate every few months. I think that at that point you should just decide a price. Like I don't know if game prices will fluctuate that much every few months. Again, I've never seen this before. In every other retro game store, they have a little sticker on them that says the price. And it's not like it's that hard to just like put a new sticker on it. I just think that that's weird. Dynamic surge pricing, yeah. Wait, GameStop is GameStop actually buying eBay, or are you trying to fool me right now, Jiro? GameStop does not have enough money to buy eBay. Well, that's what I was thinking. I keep dropping my ball. They're wanting to buy it. They're trying to. That's real? I thought GameStop, well, I thought GameStop was kind of dying off again. Weird because it seems it would be the other way around. Yeah, it does. It totally does. Yeah, it is real and it is not a good idea. What's the point of that? Like, what are they trying to achieve with that? Is it even legal to not put price tags? I mean, apparently so. That's a good question because I would have thought that maybe it's not. But I just witnessed a store that does that, and he clearly hasn't been arrested yet, so maybe it's fine. Increase shareholder value. Probably to milk more from the TCG hobby since eBay is a premier spot for selling cards. What would that mean for eBay? Like, how would eBay change a whole lot, do you think? eBay is a downer now for me with the taxes for imports, buyer protection fee, and other things. Oh my gosh, eBay. Yeah, every selling site has gotten really ridiculous with import fees and with the stupid, like Mercari has a bunch of fees. Everything is just expensive and stupid. That's it. You'll get ads for Funko Pops nonstop on the front page of eBay if GameStop buys them. I mean, alright, then I guess I'm leaving eBay then. Everything sucks now, to be honest. Everything kind of sucks and it's getting more expensive, I guess. Everything. RIP eBay. I really do wonder, like, I use eBay all the time. I'm wondering not only just to buy, but to sell sometimes too. Like, I'm wondering how that would affect things. I don't know the ins and outs of that kind of stuff. Like, I have no idea what would actually change, what they could actually do. Shipping out of country really sucks. Yeah, buying things from other countries because of the import fees. Like, I never used to care about that before, but now on eBay, I will specifically click US only because it's so expensive to get things from other countries now. So Mickey is the oldest and Hadji is the youngest. Is that lore accurate? That is lore accurate. And then we have a dear middle brother child. I used to import most of my music gear from the US, eBay US, when the pound was strong. They're attempting to buy eBay for roughly $5.5 billion to transform itself into a major e-commerce competitor towards Amazon. No way. No way. With Amazon? You can't beat Amazon. You can't beat, like, is eBay even technically a competitor with Amazon? I feel like Amazon is the unbeatable giant. And it's not like eBay is so different than Amazon. GameStop of all companies, yeah, like GameStop's out here really trying to change the world, run the world, I guess. eBay used to be a competitor. It just doesn't, like, it doesn't seem like they could ever be. Like, I feel like Amazon is too big now. Amazon is for new Chinese stuff and eBay is for old Chinese stuff. eBay wasn't even aware that GameStop wants to acquire them? How is that possible? I've purchased from eBay before. The last time I bought from eBay was an Xbox that would randomly shut off by itself. Be careful. Yeah, you got to be careful on eBay because it's actual. I mean, that's why seller feedback is so important. Did you try to return it? Or were there no returns? Or was it too late? That's like comparing a big box store to a thrift store. Exactly. Yeah, Amazon is on its whole other level. They've basically won. Q&A with Mickey and Haji. I don't know if I'll ever get Haji on stream. They just said it publicly without speaking to eBay? Is that even allowed? How is that allowed? I feel like, I don't know. Buyer protection is really good on eBay usually. Yeah, I would agree. I feel like eBay is definitely one of the more trustworthy. Like, you usually can get your money back for something. I feel like eBay is pretty reputable at this point, but like obviously you still have to be careful because there are still people who will scam. But again, that's why seller feedback exists. Yeah. There were no returns. RIP, I'd have fixed myself, but I wasn't as tech savvy back then. Oh, so you don't have it anymore. Why, Mick, do you call Haji Sally if you're Lucy? Shouldn't she be Linus? Then who's your brother? Our brother can be Charlie Brown. Why do I keep throwing? Just stay up here. Stay up here. I feel bad for your lower lip. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Apparently, Amazon controls like 40% of the total US e-commerce market. Amazon, they just feel they're untouchable. Like, what are you going to do? Everybody uses Amazon. eBay is a publicly traded company. If you just buy up 51% of the shares, you can force out the board and take over the company. Is that true? Super simplified version, of course. Yeah, I don't know like anything about that kind of stuff. Like I wouldn't know. Thank you, Mr. Nice Guy for the Prime. Amazon is ruthless. They're squarely focused on defeating Walmart, and that's it. Is that actually true? Like they're targeting? There's no way. Are you being serious? Like they're actually trying to go after Walmart? I feel like Walmart is not gonna go anywhere. I feel like Walmart is also a giant, right? Amazon is like Shinra, we can stop them. I mean, yeah, I guess so. Maybe someday. They're hyper competitive with Walmart. They're the two titans of retail duking it out. But like the thing is, everybody buys from Amazon and everybody shops at Walmart. Like, how are they going to defeat each other? Like, how is one gonna, like, you know what I mean? I just don't see either of them ever going anywhere, but I guess, like, I don't know what I'm talking about. I low-key showed up to avoid being banned? What do you mean, PSP? What do you mean? What if Amazon buys Walmart? Okay, would they actually buy... would they buy Walmart? Replace your Amazon with Walmart shopping IRL, or replace your Walmart shopping IRL with Amazon. It's a zero-sum game for these lizard. Well, plus, Walmart is different. Like, most people aren't getting their groceries and their food off of Amazon. Like, you might order everything else, but you still gotta eat. You still gotta go shopping for your fresh food and stuff. Benjamin, thank you for becoming a member. You get groceries from Whole Foods on Amazon? I haven't heard of this. Wait, you get groceries on Amazon? What is Amazon Fresh? I've never heard of this. Did Amazon? Okay, I guess they've opened some grocery stores. That's crazy. I get Whole Foods delivered to my house off of Amazon. Oh. But it's technically Whole Foods. Amazon owns Whole Foods? Okay, I don't know any of this stuff. I literally don't. Yeah, I can go to Whole Foods and you can literally look at all the things you got IRL on your Amazon account. Okay, so I guess I'm living in the past because we don't have that. We still have to go to, like, grocery stores that are not run by Amazon here. It's hard to keep up with all that's happening all the time, yeah. Haji has been on stream. Haji has not been on stream. I don't think she will come on stream. Maybe eventually. Maybe like in a vlog or something eventually. I'm sorry, are you from the past? I guess so. I'm not fancy. I don't get my groceries through Amazon. I'm not joking. You get counseling services through Amazon? Is Amazon just trying to be everything? Are you sure that's not a joke? Are you gaslighting me? Is she even on Twitch? Are you asking about Haji? Haji's only on YouTube. She's a Walmart American. I actually don't like Walmart. Walmart scares me. There's a lot of things that go down at Walmart, and I'm just not... I don't know. At least our Walmart is kind of scary. Maybe not all Walmarts, but I feel like I always hear something crazy happening at Walmart. I never see Twitch chat. Haji, you can see them on the screen though. Right here. Target only. Target's pretty great. Amazon has a pharmacy section now too. That's what I'm saying. They're trying to do everything Walmart does. I guess they could take over, but I feel like Walmart is such a house. Like, are people really going to switch over from Walmart to doing everything with Amazon? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like Walmart is just such a household, like, name. Like, you just go to Walmart and you just get everything there. Walmart sucks. Yeah, I agree. But it is really popular. A lot of people go to Walmart. Convenience is king. I mean, I guess it could. I don't know. Anything could happen. You should apply a timer limit, I guess. Chat is going absolutely fast. I don't think it's going too fast. This one? Well, you're able to see chat on your own screen, right? Like, you can just scroll. I find so much stuff only on Amazon. I have no option. What do you mean you have no option? Like, you live in an area where you don't have a lot of stores? In the UK, we have ASDA's, Sainsbury's, Tesco's, and Waitrose. And I've never heard of any of these. Wait, is Walmart? Oh, is Walmart in the UK? Walmart's not in the UK. No, it's not, right? Twitch seems nice. Twitch is the nicer part of chat. I will admit. Twitch tends to be nicer to me. Asda is one word? Is that how you say it? No, I don't think so. Got it. Do you shop at Costco? My dad used to shop at Costco. I've never personally shopped at Costco. Asda is a Walmart in the UK. Walmart is not in the UK. Okay. Sometimes I can't remember what is global and what isn't. But that checks out. Walmart seems like a very American chain of stores. Waitrose is our posh one. It's good though. I get my meat there and the vegetables. Waitrose? Is it Waitrose or Waitrose? Because that does sound like a posh, like a more posh grocery store or something. Waitrose. Have you ever been to an IKEA? If I have been, it was when I was really young. Because I don't remember being conscious. No, oh my gosh, that's not the right word. Because if I had gone to one when I was little, I'd be conscious. I don't remember it if I have. I don't remember it. You would love IKEA? Why would I love IKEA? Does everybody love IKEA? Like what's the deal with IKEA? Most of my furniture is IKEA. I know IKEA is pretty popular. Swedish furniture, yep. IKEA does kind of slap. Wait, I love the Swedish meatballs. Does IKEA have food? Or is that a joke? Is that a joke? They do have Swedish meatballs? The food's pretty... Wait, so then what the heck is IKEA? I thought it was just a furniture store. It's not a grocery store too, is it? It's just... Is it literally a furniture store with food? Dude, I don't have an IKEA near me, okay? I'm sorry. They're trolling? Nuh-uh. Guys, do they actually sell food or is everybody gaslighting me? I just went for meatballs. Rivaldo, I don't trust anything you say. It's like a little buffet at a furniture store? It's legit. Yeah, upstairs. There's a restaurant, bistro, and little grocery store with Swedish things. Okay, so is it kind of like a mini mall? Like a very small mall. It has furniture, a restaurant, bistro, and a little grocery store. This sounds like a little mall. It doesn't sound like just a furniture store. Let's just say that people go to IKEA for the food and walk out with furniture. Yeah, how big are IKEA stores? Are they the size of a mall? You're not missing out. Well, I'm kind of intrigued. Not by the meatballs, but I'd like to look at furniture. What other guys, what other food do they have at IKEA? Everything I have is from IKEA. Their warehouse convention center size, it's like 2/3 of an average Walmart. Okay, I thought that they would have been bigger than Walmart. IKEAs are massive. I'm confused. Giant, but 2/3. I feel like Walmart, they're not bigger than Walmart. Hot dogs and frozen yogurt. They serve steaks. They have, what the heck? Steaks is crazy. It's way bigger than Walmart. Chuck, are you just full of crap? Are you just gaslighting me? Was that you, Chuck, that told me that? Chuck has never gone to IKEA. IKEA usually has 2 floors. Okay, that's what I thought. It's equivalent to 8 football fields. There's no way. You need to get a Shrek mask, give it to Hadji, and then y'all will go go vlog a trip to IKEA. That's certainly an idea. That's certainly an idea. I whatever. I don't know how to react to that. Does Chuck live in America? Yeah, I think so. I don't know how big Walmarts are, but IKEAs are definitely bigger than our grocery stores in the UK. It seems like they're bigger than Walmarts. Chuck is just trying to lie to me. If you don't get lost in IKEA, then it isn't IKEA. A lot of the furniture viewing area is also big, but it feels small because it's like a normal furniture store sized viewing space. Hmm. I can't believe this is how I find out IKEA sells food. I mean, I never knew that. I just learn new things all the time from chat. The problem is that sometimes I can't trust them. So it's like a valuable source of information, but like also I have to be cautious. You know what I mean? My first time at IKEA, I briefly got lost as a kid. That's so scary. Somebody could literally kidnap you. That is so scary. Hello, shots for Danny? Maybe I didn't say your name right. You can trust us. I can trust some of you, mainly on Twitch, but like YouTube chat lies to me all the time. And the thing is, I'm just a little bit too gullible about like things that I don't know. Like you could literally sit here and convince me that IKEA is just like, even if they didn't actually have food, I would believe you if you said that they had food and they really didn't. Like, I wouldn't know. My mom has the same shirt, Snoopy Gang. This is like my favorite shirt. I love IKEA and I'm sad I don't live near one. Where? Where the heck are IKEAs located? I don't know if I've ever seen an IKEA IRL. I mean, if they're huge, I'm guessing they're only in like big cities, right? What game you playing next? I'm continuing Silent Hill 2 remake probably on Thursday or Friday. Major cities. Okay, yeah. The next time I see an IKEA somewhere, I'm going to have to like make a trip there. Guys, do they have any vegetarian food at IKEA? Or is it all just hot dogs and meatballs? And frozen yogurt. I don't really like frozen yogurt, so do they have anything better than that? Is it all just meat? The IKEA near me is around a big mall complex, so maybe that's why it's smaller than your average. Oh, so you just have a smaller one? Boba. Haji, you've never been to an IKEA. IKEA is known for their veggie stuff. They're trying to promote plant-based and lots of fish. They have vegan food. Really? Okay, so what do they have? Yappity yap. Yup. Yappity yap. Yup. They almost always have veggie balls. Are you being for real? What is a veggie ball? Is that like a meatball? Like a fake meatball, but like a veggie? I don't like the imitation meat. No options really for us vegetarians. They have noodles and stuff. Oh, I like noodles. What kind of noodles? I'm a vegan, so yeah, they have vegetarian food, but vegetarian food is big here. Oh, okay. Okay, so I could eat there. How long have you been vegan? I'm not technically vegan. I'm vegetarian. People like to say I'm vegan. iCube, thank you again for the super chat. This is for my IKEA savings piggy bank. Thank you so much. What will I buy at IKEA? Why would you insult meatballs like that? Dude, I don't like meatballs. I'll insult meatballs all day long. I'm gonna switch ears because this is bothering me. A giant plushie. Oh my gosh, wait, I thought I saw a plushie meme. Oh gosh, I'm gonna have to scroll for it. I have like a plushie meme that I think is IKEA, but I think it's too deep in my memes board. I might be scrolling for a while, but that just like made me think of that. You can buy shelves for your plushies. I could. Isn't IKEA known for like having good quality furniture, but it's actually affordable? Did you play FF7 OG? I have. You don't like hot dogs or meatballs, Sai. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't eat those. No meat. No meat. So you can eat bacon, yet you hate meatballs? I had one piece of like crispy bacon while camping once. That does not mean that I am open to just eating meat again. I know, everybody really feels this betrayal. By the way, YouTube lets you turn off shorts now? Are you serious? The furniture is usually very nice. That's what I've heard. I don't like eggs either. I really don't. Like eggs, I'll eat eggs and stuff, but you won't see me like frying up an egg. I don't like eggs. Eggs are gross. I used to eat scrambled eggs all the time, and I think that I got sick of them, and I also just think the concept of eggs is just gross. Yeah, how do you turn off shorts? I'm so interested in this now. if this is true. Pretty sure IKEA is notorious for how difficult their furniture is to assemble. Really? All the furniture in my room is from IKEA except my bed. Wow, IKEA is iconic. More like Ikeonic. Iconic. I'm sorry. Why don't you eat meat? It's a necessary part of the human diet. I disagree. I don't think it's necessary at all. I don't like it. I don't like the texture. I don't like the taste of most meats. I love how we always end up talking about this. In literally all of my streams. It's always brought up. You're like 50% egg? Wow, you must eat a lot of eggs. I know eggs are good for you. I know they're like a really good source of protein. If I'm ever desperate, if I ever am like, oh my gosh, I need protein, I'll still eat scrambled eggs if I really need to, but they just kind of gross me out. Nah, IKEA furniture is easy to assemble. I've assembled all the stuff in my room. Okay, so people are lying to me. Meat is not necessary. I don't think meat is necessary in this day and age. There are so many other ways that you can get all of the, what are they called? Nutrients and protein that you'd normally get from meat. Like, we live in an age where it's never been easier to avoid any kind of food that you want. Like, we have all these options now. It's such a contentious topic that you're a vegetable hoodlum. Hoodlum? I guess everybody's just, yeah, they're very intrigued by this. I don't know. Poached eggs? No kind of eggs. I don't like any kind of eggs. Tofu is terrible for you? I disagree. If tofu is terrible for you, Japan wouldn't be so healthy in general. Are you 50% cabbage? Am I? I wouldn't say cabbage. What am I? Well, right now, I really am 50% sugar. Like, I just love sugar so much. I'm 50% chocolate. I'm 50% ice cream. Did you really just say, Chuck, that your face says you love burgers? What is that supposed to mean? What? What does tofu taste like? I've been interested in trying it. Tofu is, I would recommend extra firm tofu, and tofu is really like bland. It doesn't have much flavor by itself. It's really just like a vehicle for like sauces, and like you have to add flavor to it. It kind of soaks up the flavor of other things. So it really is just like a bland protein source, but it's good when it's like put in the right kind of dish. I don't know how else to explain it. It's a sponge. I guess, yeah, it's a sponge. Yeah, by itself it's not much. But with things, I think it's really good. Came for the yip yap and stayed for the bleep bap. Oh, good. Thanks for joining. Opinion on beans on toast? I would never try that. That sounds gross. I'm sorry. I don't like beans that much, and I don't think it would be good on toast. I'm sorry. Have you ever had bamboo? I don't think I've ever. No. No way. Tofu is versatile. Yeah, it's just kind of like a blank palette. And you should add stuff to it to make it good. Burger loving Cabbage Patch Head. Now you're just lying. That's just a straight up lie. Beans on toast is a crime against humanity. Where did the beans on toast thing come from? That's a UK thing, right? Like, how did that originate? Because that seems like such a weird combination to me. Do you like soups? Dude, I I love soup. Oh my gosh, actually, I'm 50% soup. If I could only have one type of food to eat for the rest of my life, soup. I get so excited whenever Haji says she's gonna make soup. I love soup. And there's so many things you can do with soup. Like so many different things. From the times where people didn't have much to eat. Is that basically why? Unironically, I think it's a war thing. Like they didn't have a choice. Like it was kind of just whatever they could do. Beans on toast was made for poor folk here in the 20s, and then it just stuck, I guess. That's interesting. UK's main foods are beans and tea. Shut up, Chuck. I'm not reading that comment. You're so rude. Soup is good. Soup is so... Oh my gosh, I love soup. I would just eat... Sorry, I already said this, but I would just eat soup all the time. I love soup. All kinds of soup. I'm really not picky about soup unless it has like chunks of meat in it. Because I'll drink chicken broth and beef broth. Like the broth doesn't bother me. It's just like the physical chunks of meat. I'm like, no. But I'll still eat chicken noodle soup. I will just avoid, as long as it's not too like shredded and stringy, I will just avoid the chicken. So when I'm done with a bowl of chicken noodle soup, I'm just left with a bowl of chicken. What's your favorite soup? That's difficult. There are so many soups, dude. There's minestrone. There's French onion. There's like butternut squash. There's cauliflower soup. There's pumpkin soup. Oh my gosh. There's like cheddar broccoli. There's like potato gnocchi, creamy soup. Like there's so many soups. I can't choose. I'll take any soup. Any soup you want to give me, I'll take it. Ramen? Yeah, and ramen and noodles are just kind of like adjacent to soup. Oh, I just love it so much. I love it. There's a Stardew Valley cookbook. Haji has the Stardew Valley cookbook, and she just made the pumpkin soup from Stardew Valley like 2 days ago, and I ate a lot of it. I ate so much of it. It's so good. Korean tofu soup is amazing. That sounds so good. I'm so hungry right now. I guess I didn't eat dinner. I should probably do that. But it's 8:30 now. Yeah, I highly recommend the Stardew Valley cookbook. It actually has some really good recipes in it. You eat soup, don't drink soup, but you can drink the broth. So it's both. Look up Killer Tofu by the Beats. I think you'll be singing a very different tune about tofu. I think tofu can be bad for you if it's ultra processed, like if you get it from the wrong source. But I don't really believe that tofu is bad for you like some people say. I feel like some of the healthiest countries in the world eat tofu, like a ton of tofu. $18 on Amazon right now? I mean, I feel like that's kind of a steal. Oh, also, guys, I ordered a PS2 Slim. I literally forgot to say that when I was talking about Silent Hill 2, my bootleg disc. Because I had planned on getting a PS2 Slim anyways. And I was like, I'm just going to get this cheap one. And hopefully my bootlegs work on it. PS2 Slim is dope. Yeah, now I have a PS2 Fat and a PS2 Slim. How do you get bootleg discs? Because I'm not paying billions for Haunting Ground. Oh my gosh, Haunting Ground is probably one of the worst. It's so expensive. I think it's up to like, if you want a US or like an English copy, I think it's up to like $500 to $600 for a used copy. It's crazy. I don't even know. I wonder what a new copy would be. Probably over 1,000. I got my bootleg copies off of Etsy. If you look up like, I don't know what you would look up. Look up maybe like PS2 horror games, or like, I don't know if you type in bootleg, I don't know if it's going to show up. Hold on. Because I don't even remember how I stumbled across this. I think it was just by chance. Like, I wasn't really looking for bootleg discs, but I just found them. Okay, listen, if you go on Etsy and you look up PS2 game name reproduction, you will find some. And that is how you get the bootleg, the physical bootleg discs. I have to sleep now. Whoa. I can't talk. Sorry. Oh my gosh, where was that message? Bye, PSP. Thanks for joining. My gosh. My throat is so dry now. Like, it's, the mucus is going away, but it's so dry. You got, or are you getting Rule of Rose? I might. Like, it's not really a priority game for me, but I could definitely see myself getting a bootleg of it. Hold on, sorry, I'm looking at something. Why did I just end the stream on accident? Nope. What the heck? YouTube is not working for me. Oh my gosh. Why is this not working? Wait, this is live? Yes, I'm still live. Wait, is it not working? Did I accidentally end the stream? No, you guys wouldn't be talking to me. Okay, I'm just gonna say, I don't know who banned Dante, but can somebody unban him, please? Because it's not, like, YouTube is not letting me on my end at all. It's saying that he was on my end. Is the stream still going? Are you guys on YouTube? It says I'm still live. You timed him out? Okay. I just didn't it tells me right here that he got banned, and I was like, I don't think he said anything to deserve to be banned. So I just wanted to make sure. But I guess my stupid multi-chat doesn't tell me that. I thought he was like permanently banned. Still live. I reloaded my YouTube page. I'm still, okay, Hadji told me I'm still streaming, which I figured because I don't think people would be telling me in my chat that I was still streaming if I was gone. So that's good. I have been streaming for 3.5 hours though. So I probably, it's crazy how like time flies when I'm just chatting with you guys. Okay, that's fine, Chuck. I just don't want him to be, like, permanently banned. Because that's what it told me, and I was like, oh. Shoot. Who just... Yeah, it tells... Okay, so I'm guessing you just banned Rivaldo as a joke, because it literally tells me that Rivaldo was just banned from the channel. Like, it doesn't tell me that it's timed out. It's like, nope, this person is banned. That's crazy. I wish it would just tell me if it's a timeout versus like a full-on ban. That seems so stupid. Because now I don't actually know if that's what it means anymore. I did not know. I did not even know you were streaming for 3 hours. Yeah, I'm telling you. When I get to yapping, time just flies. Worst I'll do is a 24-hour timeout. Just come back tomorrow. Right. We could be out of prison by now. I know. Actually, I don't know if it's going to be 3 hours. I think I looked it up, like how long the prison is in Silent Hill 2 and in the remake. And I think it said like total time 3 hours. Bro, you know that means it's going to take me like 5. At least. But at the same time, I am having chat help me, so maybe it will go by faster. Maybe. I could be wrong, but I think I bought the same microphone 2 days ago as you. Did you buy a HyperX? Chat is not making things better, let's be clear. Well, I can trust some people in chat. I'm gonna have to trust chat. I have no other choice. It's either that or I just suffer and I die in the prison. I'm not getting out of there by myself. I'm convinced. I'm scared. What's the plan for today? What games are you going to play? So, this was just a yapping stream. I've already been yapping for 3.5 hours. And then the next... So, I'm not going to be playing anything this stream. But the next stream on, like, Thursday or Friday... Probably Silent Hill 2. Don't be surprised if I change it again. Maybe I'm still not ready. No, but I have to be. I have to just get it over with. I have to just play the game. I'm never going to progress if I keep putting it off. I'm just dreading it so much. The game of Japanese. Yeah, that's the game I'm playing. It's called Japanese. Name those trustworthy ones? No. I can't. I can't really until it happens. After the stream, after the Silent Hill 2 stream, when I find out who has been the most helpful, then I will name the trustworthy ones. And they will all be modded. Everyone will be modded. Everybody who helped me out, you guys can all be mods. My little tweeties. My Tweety mods. I will be here for moral support. Thank you so much, Laura. Thank you. And actually, that makes me feel better because you've beaten the game now. So now you actually know what to do. Guys, this is gonna be the stream where backseating is welcome. I like backseat as much as you want in the next stream. It's like getting knighted. To be honest, I don't know how to beat that game. It's okay. It's okay. Just try to help out. Well, Laura already beat the game. Haji, not everybody takes as long as I do. Laura, what was your overall, what was your total playtime? I can't remember. Do you remember? I can also backseat if you want. Exactly. I want the backseating, Laura. Please help me. It's my first time here. You look like a cool streamer. May subscribe? Well, thank you, Oscar. I appreciate it. I appreciate it that I look like a cool streamer. It's very nice of you. Too bad I don't know much about Silent Hill 2 Remake. Well, you don't have to help in the sense that, like, you don't have to know how to solve all the puzzles or where everything is, but it's like, you can be there for moral support. You can be nice to me. I'm gonna need it. I don't think you guys realize how much I'm dreading this part of the game. I've literally been putting it off so much. I knew from the start, like, just seeing other people play it, I'm like, I'm gonna hate this. Silent Hill 2 is a cakewalk? Shut up, Juan. No, it's not. You're just trying to make me feel like a dummy. Like a dum-dum. We can be your Navi. Please be my Navi. Please. It can't be that hard. Okay, well, we'll see, won't we? I'd like to see you try it. Cool, yeah, I can provide moral support. Yeah, here's how it's gonna go down, chat. Those of you that know how to beat the game, you guys have to help me actually beat the prison section. Those of you that don't know anything about Silent Hill 2, you guys have to help cheer me on for moral support. Alright? Or else I can't do it. I can't do it. I'll quit and I'll never go back to it, and then I can't make a video on it. I have to beat the game. I have to do it. I'm not really into Silent Hill 2 Remake. That's fine. I mean, you don't technically have to show up if you don't want to. If you're like, nah, that's not my thing. But it's like, if you are, I need the support. It's just one little prison. Hey, I'd like to see you go through the prison. You go through it, and then get back to me. Chuck is against compliments? Haji, what is he doing? I'm nearing the prison myself, so I might learn a thing or two at the same time. There we go. It's gonna be productive for everybody. Don't feel bad. I took a break from Silent Hill 2 Remake like a year ago and still haven't finished it. Dude, I could totally take a break, but I know that I should just finish it. Like, I want to finish it. I'm just like, ugh. Let me guess, you like survival horror games, don't you? I do. So far. Just don't be too nice and you'll be fine. Yeah, I guess if you're too nice, Chuck will ban you. He's abusing his mod power a little bit, I think. I'll be a cheerleader, but I won't wear the skirt. That's totally fair. Guys, I'm not asking you to wear skirts and pom-poms. I'm just saying, like, I just need support. All right, Chuck, whatever you say. Whatever you say. Oh, I think that I found myself a cheerleader. Oh, I think that I found myself a cheerleader. Oh my gosh, I remember when that song was popular. I'll gladly wear a skirt. I mean, you guys, you're welcome to wear a skirt to the stream if you want to. Like, if that makes you feel like you can support me better, like that makes you feel better, then by all means, go ahead. But like, I'm just saying it's not required. It's not required. No, that song was so overplayed. Yeah, I feel like it became annoying. Chuck is just keeping the vibe in here insult oriented. Apparently, yeah. Fine, I will get my weekend skirt ready for the next stream. You can also wear a kilt. If you would prefer a nice kilt, that is also an option. Yeah. But it can be a skirt, it can be a long skirt, it can be a mini skirt, a denim skirt, like whatever you think. Only song I hate more is Dance Monkey. You hate Dance Monkey, Rivaldo? Whoa. Haji, who are you talking to? I know you didn't just give me a compliment. Imagine being nice. What about backhanded compliments? Oh, I'm sure he's fine with that. I'm sure. I also hate Dance Monkey. That song is an abomination. That's so funny. I think that song is so catchy. Maybe slight. I guess I don't listen to the radio, so like I don't know. I guess I don't know what it means like when a song is overplayed anymore. Because it's like if you just stream music, you can just play whatever you want, if that makes sense. I don't know. Even the singer herself despises and hates that song. That's funny. I did not say that right. Despises and hates that song. Guys, I think I'm probably gonna end the stream here. It's so easy to just keep talking. I can do, if you guys want, I can do more yap streams here and there in the future. They're easy, you know? It's not like putting myself through torture with Silent Hill. But you guys better all show up for that. Or else. I'm making a list. I'm making a list. Just so you know. I just started. Yeah, I just started 3 hours and 46 minutes ago. I'm hungry, bro. I'm hungry. I didn't eat dinner. I had an apple and peanut butter. I had an apple and peanut butter. Go eat some bananas. I don't like bananas. All right, everyone. I'm gonna go eat some noodles or something. Even though it's a little late, it's fine. But yeah, I'll yap some more some other time. But I'll see you guys. Stop distracting me, chat. I'll see you guys later this week for Silent Hill. And you better all show up. Just, just putting it out there. Bye, Fingers. Bye, Laura. Bye, Nobody Plays Guitar and 8 Swegan. I still don't know how to say your name. I'm so sorry. Bye, Juan. Bye, Mia Music. Yeah, don't forget to wear your skirts. Bye, Balukski. Bye, Benjamin. Bye, Robbie. Bye, Angel. Bye, Rivaldo. Bye, Steel Storm. Bye, everybody. Bye, J Coops. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, Empero. Get your skirts ready. All right. Bye. Bye, guys.